Welcome, everybody, to the Scorched Earth Open round number 5. I'm Matt Baugh, coming to you from Mesa, Arizona. Scotty, are you with me?
Hey, guys. How's it going tonight?
Awesome. So we've got Scott Sasser with us from Columbia, Missouri, who's going to shoutcast with me for our final game between Derek Page and Tyler Hepler. Derek and Tyler were both on the stream earlier in the tournament, so if you've been following us along or watching through the playlist or either with us live, you'll be kind of familiar with their lists. Our matchup here is going to be Dark Angels, mostly Deathwing on Derek's side, versus Tyler Hepler's Crusher Stampede with 5 Hierodules. Scotty, what do you think about this matchup?
I mean, in reality, it's two really strong, really durable lists going at each other. Both can score consistent points through the entirety of the game, so it's going to be really exciting to see who can edge the other one out.
Yeah, I think so too. So they're both fairly combat-oriented. Tyler does have the double barbed Hierodules, right, which is like pretty decent shooting. Derek's side has a couple of Cyclone missile launchers, which again is okay, but I think most of them are kind of short-ranged, in-your-face, durable lists, which with like a quality of attacks as well, which I think hopefully is going to make for an interesting, kind of engaging game.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think it's an uphill battle for the Dark Angels player for sure, but at least permanent transhuman and 4-ups and 5-up invols hopefully can go a long way in some matches.
Yeah. Do you think the Hierodules, like, they have quality of attacks, but Dark Angels are famously durable, right? Are they going to be able to get through the saves, the invols, the transhumans, and everything to get them off of objectives?
It can be tough. Unlike the Custodes, they can't turn off rerolls, so I think the Hierodules will get all their attacks to hopefully hit and wound most of the time. And then, but the Apothecary can swing things. I mean, just bringing back dudes every turn is a 50-point dude every turn, or 45, 43, whatever it is, can be just backbreaking for some lists.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know that Derek's an intelligent player. I don't know if Tyler... there's no Harpies in his list. There's not a lot in his list that can like move over models or go through and snipe out the Apothecary. So my suspicion is that Derek is going to get 3 or 4 extra dudes, right, over the course of the game off of that Apothecary.
Yeah, and you could definitely see a point where he could go in with these Terminator squads and tank 1 to 2 to 3 bugs. Hopefully, maybe kill one and then tank the other ones and then just have his other guys kind of just floating on the outer objectives. I mean, he is lucky it is only 5. They're both lucky it's only 5 objectives. So,
well, speaking of that, I'm actually going to kick it over to the overhead cam. And let's talk for a moment about the mission. And actually, I'm going to rotate the deployment zones here. Give me just a second. So what we're going to have is in the top left, we're going to have Tyler playing the Crusher Stampede. His dice are going to be purple to correspond with the deployment zone, so you keep track a little bit of who's who. And then in the top right is Tyler. I don't know my left and right. In the bottom left is going to be Derek Page with the Dark Angels and the blue dice. So the mission we're playing this final round is Death and Zeal. So this is a hold 1, hold 2 mission. Scotty, are you familiar with this one? Like, what's key about this? And maybe is there anything interesting about the extra progressive objective conditions for the primary?
What is Death and Zeal again?
So Death and Zeal is 32. Primary. The primary is 1 and 2. And then, I'll just read it. At the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it is scores 2 victory points if they satisfy one of the following conditions, or 3 victory points if they satisfy both. Okay, so then the conditions are: control every objective marker on the battlefield, or this is actually confusing because there's 2 conditions in the first condition, or control at least 1 objective marker that you didn't control at the start of the turn. Okay, so that's really the easier one, right? So control a marker you didn't have at the start of the turn, so go get one. And then 2, destroy at least 1 enemy unit that was in range of an objective marker at the start of their turn. So go get one you don't have, or kill the guy off of one.
So this is pretty good for the Tyranids to kill off units on objectives. That's where they're going to shine, and even taking away the objectives by putting a 18 wound obsec model on objective. Like, I'm going to take this away guaranteed, since that should help out Tyler quite a bit.
Yeah, another thing for Tyler, I noticed, I think this first game on the stream was like this too, is that there's no actions required for any of this, right? It's all just killing and going and standing on objectives, which is good for his army because he doesn't have any of the warriors or any of the action units that you would normally see in a Crusher list.
But it's also really good for Derek's as well, because he's got Terminators, and if I can't shoot with these Terminators or swing in close combat, that's a big detriment,
Yeah.
So I think it's really good for both of them.
So the one thing, Derek does have a 5-man command squad. If you were going to do actions, you'd probably want to do that versus one of the 8 or 10-man Terminator blocks, right? You don't want to give up 400 points of your army to an action. He also does have a couple of infantry characters. There's nothing about... some of the mission actions don't require... are not excluding characters, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
right?
Some are like any unit can do it.
Yeah, and he also, like, if those Terminator units get killed down to 2 guys, then that's prime. Those are the prime units, right, to go off and do actions, which is not impossible, right? So I think, I don't know. Go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, I just think, like I said, I still don't want to invest in a matchup like this matchup. You want to be able to use all your resources the entirety of the game. And if my opponent picks an action secondary and they really only have, like, let's say a 5-man command squad to do actions, well, I'm going to try to kill that guy, that thing first. And then you have to, it's easier to kill than the Terminators, and then you have to, if you're either not going to do your action secondaries or you're not going to swing against them. So I'm a fan of that, but I'm glad that Derek didn't have to pick any action secondaries. He literally just has to go, he has to just sit in one place and then kill as many bugs that come to him. It's really what he has to do this entirety of the game.
Yeah.
Try to get one more objective and then just stay like that most of the game.
Well, and that's how he played this first matchup where he was on the stream. He was very conservative. He really didn't move out of the deployment zone until, or certainly his half of the table, until like turn 4 almost.
Yeah.
And he still scored like in the high 80s. So doing that with good secondaries and just scoring, like 8 points on the primary every turn was still able to put up a score that's hard to beat.
Yeah, now with the middle objective, though, I would have tried to put maybe the Chaos Gate more so that I could sit on the other side and hold it without being assaulted, potentially make him have to go around, but maybe he couldn't have placed it that way. But all the other objectives are pretty easy for the mid player to get to. So
yeah, do you think the idea with that Chaos Gate is to block out the Hierodul's shooting? So most of his army is going to be loading up in let me have to reset my telestrating
all good
marker here. But Derek is deploying most of his army in this building, and almost all of it can fit. Do you think the idea for the Chaos Gate is that he can move through the building, and there's not like there's a lot of line of sight blocking here, where those barbed Hierodules aren't going to actually be able to get to him? He's pretty safe in this area.
Yeah, but again, double moving. I mean, his nids are on the line, it looks like, and they all move 10, so I mean, he could still get charged. Again, I would have tried to abuse the fact that you could put these terrain pieces 4 inches away. I mean, this one Chaos Gate, just turn it slightly the other way, and it can really block the lanes down and make it even easier for you to control the game a little better. But like I said, I think this game's going to come down to if Derek can make his invul saves.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely got the secondaries to play, in my opinion, a pretty easy game. I mean, a very easy game. He doesn't really have to control more than 2 objectives. And he just has to worry about killing big bugs.
So controlling 2 is going to be hard. In the previous matchup with Derek, there were 2 very close to his deployment zone, right? The closest one for him now is going to be the center. These ones on the outside, his army's pretty slow. He can get units out there to deny, like he's got a speeder and a Talon Master and a couple of other things that can get there quickly. But I don't think he can drop enough to really survive out on these outer objectives.
Do you know if he deep struck any of his Terminators, or is he deployed full on?
So that would have had to have been declared. I wasn't able to hear at the moment. I'm not sure. Once they start rolling, though, there is off-table a unit of Terminators, which does not look like it is on the map. So he deep struck one of his units. And they are getting ready to start turn 1. So I'm actually going to turn up their mics.
Looks like the NID player's going first, which is perfect for Derek. This is really turning out what Derek needs.
Yeah, to just be reactive. Force the NIDs to come to him, have the bottom of the turn, especially bottom of 5, to go out and try and grab objectives. So I'm going to turn the players up and let you listen to them as we head into the top of turn 1.
I'm just thinking about a redeploy right now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, what do you think?
And Derek does, like I said, doesn't have much shooting, right? He's got the Talon Master, which is great, and he's got like 4 Cyclone missile
Wait,
launchers.
does he have securing the base or the
Just
walls?
running through his list. He's got 2 units of Terminators. Most of the guys have Thunderhammers and Storm Shields, but there are 2 Cyclones in each. And then he's got
not going to do much of anything, honestly.
Unit of
Yeah, I mean,
Death Knights.
right.
So 8 Death Knights.
So
his army's
we'll
a lot
redeploy
of Storm
Swarmlord
Shields,
to here.
and a lot
And then
of high
he's
strength,
fine.
high damage, close combat,
We'll
which can
do-
hurt the monsters, especially the Scythe High
This
Rules that have to
guy
get close.
will.
But as far as long range shooting, I don't think he's got anything that's gonna like kill one of the higher duels from range.
We'll just shimmy
kinda
this guy up a
hoping
little
to
bit too.
Get lucky with a couple of missile shots, blink off,
And
5
we'll
to
go.
6 minutes before something comes
His
in.
base isn't on that thing, right?
What's up?
On the base of that?
On the base of what?
That? Of the terrain piece?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't go through that.
Why not?
It's not breachable.
But it's not part of the obstacle is the obstacle itself.
I thought it was the base. That's why it is for obscuring.
Well, that would ruin literally
Wanna do it?
everything.
All right, that's fine. Well, I mean, yeah, but if that's what it is,
Yeah.
That's not right? I mean, you can walk through those.
I missed that
You can
there.
walk- So on the chaos gates, they have the lift,
Yes.
and you wanted to walk through it, I'm guessing. And you can just walk on the lip of it, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's something I
Stay
think a
away
lot of
from you, but
players
you
get
only move 5,
incorrect,
right?
right?
You only move 5
Runes
inches or
and
6?
anything
Sorry.
with a
5, okay.
base. If you don't have breachable,
You cannot advance and
that
charge?
means you can't go
No.
through things that you actually can't go through. But anything that you can get
We'll
on,
just
like
sit
the
here in
lips,
the open.
or like
I
the
said we'll
bugs
just sit
on
in the open.
side of the ruins, can actually go in them as far as
there.
they
I wanna
can
find out
reach.
about
And I think just a lot of players misunderstand that.
good to know for other things.
So I that probably cost Tyler an
What's up,
inch or
Tyler?
2
Oh, no, you're
of
good. Go ahead.
movement on this barbed hydra duel. In this particular instance, I don't think it'll matter.
Too much now.
Yeah. One thing that is kind of
Alright.
surprising, and we talked about this before, about just move blocking all of these monsters. Tyler put this building down, right? And
This guy's
it's
gonna
almost
stay
setting...
hidden. This
he's-
guy,
He's blocking his own
We're
move
gonna
lanes, right?
advance.
Like, it could have been... You could have... He
Okay, so
took
he's
up
booking it.
11 inches of
He had
basically
nothing
the
that
center
ignores line
line,
of sight, right?
which would have made it easier for Derek to...
minus 2.
This is kind of blocking here, right? There's a narrow way to move
Minus 2
through.
is 14.
And then this is kind of
minus
blocked
2.
as
That's a
well. But over here,
Moves 10.
these crates probably could have been up
Plus
farther
4, minus 2.
to make only one narrow channel there.
Sorry. Thank you.
If I were Tyler, given that Derek probably isn't going to shoot you very much, I almost would have put these L's
And then-
completely out of the way, where they're just not going to block
Yes.
my own
Yes.
movement.
And I think
We'll
that's one point where
guy will
it's nice that Tyler goes
stay.
first though, because I think you have to overcommit.
Maybe I
to
move this guy
him
out.
at this point. If he would have gone first, he could have done that more.
Let's
maybe.
party, boys.
But at this point, he might. It might be an overcommitment to even try to block those lanes.
This guy will stage. Actually, this guy will stay.
So, with a Swarm Lord double move, one of these
He gets one
monsters,
through.
yeah, one of the monsters is going to go through for sure. If you're only able to block one, and the monsters can easily go through the other, like, it's probably not worth it, right? You're just getting one of your units killed, which is less than ideal.
Yeah, pointless. I guess the Swarm Lord can only double move what this. It looks like I bet he double moves the
Go for it.
barbed higher duel.
I mean, I don't know if I'm in range actually.
For shooting lanes on the
probably true.
outside, you think?
Yeah,
this
I bet he
guy
goes and
is
tries to
right-
hold his top left objective.
But not Swarm Lord, I don't think.
So this is the Swarm Lord right here, safe behind the building.
Yep.
Yeah, a double
do
move
have
would get him over here,
Okay.
and then it
Yep.
would actually, like we were talking about, the center
have
building
3
being a line of
denies
sight
and
blocker. If
So
the
you'll
barbed
just deny
hybridul's
all
up
of his
here,
stuff,
it's got
basically.
shooting
That's
lanes
Yes, perfect.
all all down there.
All right, we'll start with this guy who you
But yeah,
can't
with this
deny.
zoning, like I said, I mean, I would have made
And then
an
we'll
extra unit
do,
because it looks like Tyler's totally
the
negating the bottom
house.
right objective
Which is
and
bad.
He
I'll
did.
actually see me that.
He did. So there is a
oh, I
unit.
guess the trigon's like that.
On a
Can't
+1?
it's blending in with the crate.
So we'll
Put it up on a
do.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a unit in Deep
So we
Strike.
get the
Let
card
me
for
go.
that so
They
you
all
can
have
see it?
storm
Oh, yeah,
shields.
yeah.
I'm gonna go
Which one
walk
do you
up
do,
and
Catalyst?
see if it's
Yeah.
the Death
you
Knights
put it
or
on?
if it's one of his
We're
regular
gonna put it
units
on
of
this guy.
Terminators.
Okay. Right here. And then we're gonna do.
You never sent me that link.
That's your spot.
No, these guys are around here. They're just stuffed into the building. That's them. They're stuffed into the building. I just put. Yeah.
So 8 on the Swarm Lord's ability.
To do what?
It's the Synaptic Barrier. So that's improve the info save. So everything's got a 5 up. I make it better by 1.
To who?
Well, if it goes off, I'll choose.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. We'll just double down on this guy,
Sure.
and then do the D3 attacks.
Yes. 5 minutes.
So 11 on the D3 attacks.
Sure.
So Derek split up one of his Terminator squads
down?
into
Didn't he line
two
of sight?
5-mans and
No,
put
none of
that
these
in
spells
Deep
require line
Strike.
of sight.
Okay.
So
Which means I bet one of those is
I think.
to the last.
Um,
I bet the one they split was to the last, and you'll have to kill both portions to get to
Yeah.
remove
I
that
guess I
5
can't shoot
points.
anything.
certainly,
Okay.
certainly.
Because
To
nothing's
the
in the second
last
floor,
for
right?
Derek, I think in most
There's
games
nothing's
is
on the second floor.
almost a
Well,
guaranteed
he is, but
10.
he's bodyguarded.
Very likely a
So-
15,
These
right?
guys are bodyguards.
Stubborn
Yeah,
Defiance
we'll
is
just
most
turn it to
likely a
you.
15.
So I'll get my
Yeah.
strangle.
The Marines on the secondary game are still good, in my opinion.
Except they're Marines,
All right,
and they
Manu.
died because everything has 2 damage weapons. Believe me.
Well, everything else about the army is not so great anymore, but the secondary game is good. I
Yo, suck
still
it.
have
One
One
more
more thing. This guy has a
I'm
relic
working-
of
Suck
minus
just
1
running
to
around
be
with 12
wounded.
attacks, and my Space Marine
Oh, okay.
captain
Yeah.
can't have
Oh, he's
more
a
than
character.
5.
Yes. So that might
Hey
affect
man,
your
that
tire priority.
succubus
So.
cost 80 points.
But you only have 3 characters.
Pay an
Yeah,
arm and a
three
leg for
characters.
it.
Okay, he's not a character.
No, he's not.
Okay, got it. That's why I was confused. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought he was the third, and then yeah. Okay, cool.
So it's also Derek Page having the all the storm shields. You know, his dude's sitting in cover. I do the barbed hydras don't ignore cover, correct?
No, they don't.
So I mean, he's rocking a 2-up in cover
Yeah,
with the storm shields.
I mean that's gonna blunt it immensely, and they don't have like a huge volume of shots. If you're shooting into a 2-up like that, it's really gonna be fairly inconsequential.
We'll do,
It's also, if I
real
remember
ones to hit.
correctly, the shots are 2 damage
Fails.
each, which is
then we'll do make him really good in combat.
right inefficient against the 3-wound Terminators.
Correct.
So all of that
Oh, they're only on
combined.
2s if you get
Um,
the trade or
got
whatever.
the feel
Yeah,
no
they're on 3s
pains.
for me. I didn't take the. I didn't take that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
feel no pains, transhumans, right? Like the shooting might not
Keep
be.
him in there. All right.
We'll see. We'll see how consequential it actually is.
And it looks like he decided not to double move anybody.
Yeah, that's surprising. We're in to Derek's movement phase, correct?
Go up there, can I
Correct.
see
Yeah,
him?
it looks like he's got a couple Terminators going to pop
These
out
two
with the
missiles will
Cyclone.
pop up here.
Yep.
Bottom.
His army's very beautiful, but it's very confusing
Yeah,
to see on from a camera.
it is. It is.
Body guards
That's
gonna
the
switch.
double edge of, right, like hobby projects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was the Talon Master there on top? Was that what I'm seeing?
No,
What's their
that's
move?
his
8,
speeder.
9, 12.
Yeah, Talon Master. That's the.
Oh,
that's the
I'm sorry.
Raven Talon Master. Yeah, you're good.
I don't want to charge that.
Which that probably hits something. I'm just pull up the list, but I'm sure it hits on 2s at all times, even in Overwatch.
Yeah.
So, looking at the list, Ravenwing Talon Master with Arbiter's Gaze.
Yeah, that makes it hit on 2+ all the time, including Overwatch.
That's good. Good.
This Interrogator Chaplain's kind of a little mini beat stick, unfortunately, with it being
So we have to charge around this thing
the
basically
Terra,
now?
it's not gonna. It's
Okay.
all reduced to 1 damage.
Yeah.
To use for his double move, do you need to see?
There was a lot of
It's just with-
damage reduction in the game, right, prior to Crusher Stampede, and then just an entire army of it. When you
I'm gonna
definitely need
run
multiple damage to like
The
deal with the
dudes-
bugs
okay, so-
efficiently
Okay.
is rough.
Do you think Swarmlord? You said the windows are on the second level of these ruin pieces. Do you think Swarmlord can be seen there?
Yeah, let me take a look. I'll go
Where are they?
off.
And Deathwing
Well, so-
are OBSEC?
These guys are
Swarmlord
not.
still benefits
Okay.
from obscuring.
So which ones
he
are
has
obsec?
only
Which ones are all
12
the other?
wounds,
All the others are.
and
Oh, these are the
so
only ones.
These are
he's
the
gonna be
knights. The
blocked
knights
no
are not.
matter
Gotcha.
what.
It's actually one of the warlord
The way
traits
that
I
he's
want to change.
placed, he should be in like not actually
Because
on the footprint. The
after one of the
footprint's
other events I
jagged
went
for
to,
the
but I had
wounds,
to get this listed earlier.
and so
Yeah,
he's
no
safe.
problem.
He's safe
Yeah.
back there no matter what.
It looks like he's getting aggressive with these Deathwing Knights. They can be a pain in the ass, and like I said,
That's
the shooting should bounce
Inch
off.
away
these
from the
guys.
wall there, just in case. Those guys are all there. They're all there. All right.
And which guys have rockets and stuff?
These two, those two.
So are these guys on the second floor now?
These guys are on the second floor now. The rest of their units down here.
Okay.
And these guys kind of scooched out.
How does that work for coherency though?
It's 5 inches up for coherency.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go on the second floor and still
Gotcha.
be in coherency.
No problem. Yeah, I'll spend the CP. Just to make it minus 1 strength. I can't be taking damage early, so
Okay, sure.
go ahead.
All right. Well, let's do some shooting, I guess. So yeah, we'll do the first missiles at that guy.
Yep, so
Just
minus
going
1
with
to
this,
hit, minus 1 strength.
Minus one to
Derek's characters.
Minus
He's
one
actually got
strength.
some pretty cool characters.
What sticked out to you?
The Ravenwing Champion with the Blade of Triumph. It's 5 attacks, at 3 damage, strength 7 or something like that. I mean, it's just nice little beats to characters. He's got a couple
Minus 3? These are heavies, right?
Um,
Heavy weapons? Yeah.
that if it wasn't minus 1 damage, I'd say really shine in other matchups. But minus 1 damage is pretty tough. But he does have, the Ravenwing Apothecary, Ravenwing Champion.
You got it.
So late game, he actually does have several,
Hits on 2s
3
always?
pieces that can go out and grab objectives. That can all move 20 inches and grab objectives late game.
What's the damage on Thunderhammers?
3 damage.
3.
Strength for them would be strength 8, neg 2, neg 3, and then Assault Doctrine 3 damage apiece.
Yeah, that's a good profile against the higher duels, right? You're unfortunately still wounding on 4s, but 3 damage will take them to their invuln, and then it still at least does 2 as it goes through.
Yeah, it's also nice he's got the chaplain, so he's always got the access to full rerolls to hit in close combat.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just where it could the math could swing, but unfortunately I don't think, I just still don't know if the Dark Angels will have enough movement
Anything left?
to really control the game.
Well, I mean, as is right now, they're fighting over the center, and Tyler's only on 2 objectives.
And,
That's
yeah, so
not like I
I
was
was on
talking.
3 objectives, or technically he's on one, the middle one and the 2 right ones.
So the middle one would have been contested or taken away unless Tyler obsect this higher
Oh,
goal.
Correct. Because they get the Deathwing
So you get-
obsect from being in a Vanguard detachment.
Stubborn Defiance does not go off on first turn, right?
No, it's next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
So-
nothing.
So
else.
nothing this turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. I will get 2 for taking this objective.
Well, he's 18 wounds. Remember?
Don't you have to send a strat to make him?
That's obsec.
That's obsec. Oh.
Would you like to not do that, or do you want to have a presence in the middle?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's yeah. I
The
thought you had to do a
Deathwing
strat
Terminators
for
have
that.
obsect, not the Deathwing
'cause
Knights.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not
That's
a
my
dick.
mistake.
I'll let you do. I'm not a dick. If
No,
that's
no,
what
it's
you
all
thought.
good. It's all good. You know what? It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so because you don't
was
even
like,
think about not
interesting,
taking
but
Rights
okay.
of War, and it's
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
on me because all the other Terminators are obsect. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right. So.
So you're back up to 7.
Yep. We'll go. So yeah, start of the turn. I guess it'll be 3. So 1, 2 more. Wait, round 2. I can't score that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then.
God, that's so
All right.
stupid.
It looks like the players are
It's
moving
tough.
into the
It's
top of
realistic.
round 2. I mean, honestly, like a pretty eventful,
So assassination's gonna be an issue
uneventful
if you're hiding.
round 1.
Yeah, I'm not
Derek
gonna give
moved
you any
up
of my
the
characters.
Deathwing Knights to here. Tyler, all he did was
But if I make you
reposition
come
on
out,
top of 1.
Maybe we'll.
I don't know,
no.
anything else stand out to you as unusual or
doesn't-
exceptional?
All right. So
No, I mean this is kind of like the same way. My concept for playing Custodes, it's just positional turn 1, and really kind of because I mean until you get a bug in your line, I mean, and if you don't have many shots, you don't want to overextend too much. You kind of want to wait for in my opinion, the mid player to overextend here.
Well,
But maybe if he pushes too hard, it could be a real rough position because we'll see.
moving into the movement phase in the top of round 2.
But if he doesn't do anything about these, I mean, he has to do something about these Deathwing Knights because they're very scary. All Thunderhammers, all shields, and they're Thunderhammers that don't suffer the minus to hit, I believe.
Do you think that unit will pick up a Hyrule all by itself?
It potentially. Like I said, it depends on. I don't know what litanies were casted, but the full rerolls to hit could be pretty big if he's within range of that.
Swarmlord will come back.
And I mean, if he charges, the Hyrule charges in, that Knight unit will be hitting on 2s
There.
because it didn't move.
You do.
Previous movement phase or whatever, or
it's
in the
not a huge
previous
deal.
movement phase.
Which is the opponent's movement phase?
Correct.
Or-
Yes.
Moving here.
So I mean, that could be pretty rough
That way.
for one of them.
I can just get this stupid
And then
guy.
transhuman. Hopefully
And then
he's
you
got
hit
the
him instead.
apothecary buff on
And his
him.
base fit through your other guys in the wall.
Close enough for the
You good?
apothecary.
Cool.
I got to assume so. I'm gonna go over and check out, look at Derek's blob, but I would bet a ton of money the apothecary is somewhere in here, right? Casting the aura on all of this
And then
stuff.
we'll do this guy.
I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go take a closer look
This guy will shift
at
over
the
a
positioning
little
of
bit.
Derek's stuff.
And it looks like he did fail both of his.
Don't go too
litanies.
far.
Too far.
Too far.
He's on the objective. This guy. This guy will. We'll actually move him back a little bit,
Okay. Man.
and then this guy. Yep. Just move up a little bit, just to get in this bubble here, and then we will just tuck this guy.
Yeah, I don't want to ask detailed positioning
Actually, we'll keep him in
characters
there,
right
so
at the
if you charge
table,
him at
but
a deep strike,
it
you're still minus
looks
two.
like you don't want to draw somebody's attention to something. But it looks like the apothecary is right in here. Whether that's 6 inches to the Death Knights, I'm not totally certain. It's close to.
Well, it has to be 3 inches
I
because
think we just maintain
Oh, is it
status
it has to
three?
be
quo
3
here.
inches. Yeah,
I
because
really want you to
I
just
mean,
move.
most Marine players, you put them on
So,
primary apothecary
asking a
and
lot.
put the box of spear Optima, whatever, to give it plus 3 inch range.
So I will get 2
'cause
points.
it's only a 3 inch
So the
range
secondary
normally.
for the mission. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to
Well,
figure
then
out
then
how
it
that
did
works again.
not
You
look.
have
It,
to
there was not
take an objective
3
you
inches.
haven't
3
already
inches here.
controlled. So you should've
Yeah,
done
that's a huge. I think that's a big
Yeah, I got
mistake.
2 on the first turn.
Yeah, you got 2 on the first turn.
But this turn I would have to basically
But-
take this one.
Yes.
He still
which
can make
I'm not
4
gonna
ups
do,
and
so we're just gonna leave
not
that.
really matter.
And then I have to
And
kill
those
you
knights
off
are
of
pretty
an
much safe
objective.
from shooting with
Probably not gonna
the
do
way
that
this
either.
guy, with the way Tyler moved
So,
his
I mean,
barbed
unless
hire
I get some
duels.
stupid
Yeah.
luck over there, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Barbed hire duel 1 is here.
Yep.
Barbed hire duel
Yeah,
2
so are
is
these-
up here.
I can shoot these
There's
guys, right?
this
Sure,
line of
if you got line
sight
of sight,
yeah.
where this piece of
I'm
terrain
just looking
is
at these 2 guys right
obscuring,
here.
and so there's no way to draw sight
And then this guy,
to these
I don't
Deathwing
think I have
Terminators
range,
from
but
those
let's check.
units.
I wonder what. Maybe just keep
All right. So I
Keep
really only have
the-
the 2
to the
guys
last
shooting. Everything
targets.
else is out of range.
okay. Where's the other
up,
guy?
I guess.
So remember, this blocks line of sight.
You mean just
For
keep
what?
them safe?
The edge blocks line
Yeah,
of
I
sight.
mean, I guess I just don't know what
Sure.
he's trying
Got
to
it.
accomplish with
This is
them
gonna
by
be a
just
tough one.
keeping
I'm
them in
gonna
the
have to look
back.
at it over here.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to hold 2 objectives,
Okay, sure.
right?
Whatever.
Like, you can't. I don't think you can go down 4 versus 12
Psychic.
points every round. What I do think is interesting here, though, is Tyler is playing a
That's for my
cagey
shooting thing.
game.
Okay.
He has
Yeah,
not
dude, just bam.
thrown anything at Derek. He's not.
Let's
Uh,
do.
Like we tried to, we saw him try to do in his first game against the Custodes, like just throw
Yeah,
obsec
7.
on a higher duel,
And then,
double move him,
11
and just
for
wreak
Ghost.
havoc. That's not happening so far.
This guy.
I wonder if the idea here is that he's just going to go up on the primary,
Him.
12 to 4, unless
actually a 12, 'cause he's plus
Derek has to, unless Derek
So
does
it's not
something about it.
desirable
Oh, no,
unless you-
I'm not gonna.
yeah. Okay.
I just-
Yeah, but you're
Yep, you
You're-
got it.
playing a cagey game here, right?
And then we'll
And
do.
if he doesn't do anything about these Death Knights, I think these
what's the next
Death
one?
these
Oh,
Black
yeah,
Knights
Center
are going to pick up
here,
this higher duel
wherever
right in
that
front
is.
of it because it's an unfavorable
Goes off
charge.
on a 7.
Well, so it's not actually
That's the improved infill
these
save, by the way.
terrain pieces.
I have swarm launch for that?
These do not have
Yeah, this guy.
breachable.
Okay, they're gonna
So
attempt to
the
deny.
Death Knights
this
actually,
regular one?
with their
Yep.
5-inch move,
Nope.
they're
So,
gonna get about
Put
here,
bounce on.
right?
It's
And
about a 5 or 6 inch charge.
well, the half of this
Put that on
gate
this
is
guy.
6. Yeah, so probably
And then
probably a
These are
6-inch
extra
charge.
attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 to 7,
Doesn't go
something like
off.
that.
And then if you punk
Are
that,
we good? Okay. So shooting. We'll do this guy.
but you really only need to hold 2 objectives. I mean,
48.
Tyler has
Yep.
assassination.
So we'll just shoot the guys that I can see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
force.
know if I wouldn't have taken a kill secondary if
2,
your
3,
plan was
4,
to sit
5,
back. But
5, AP2, no
he's in the
cover.
finals and I'm not.
AP2 no cover. So AP2, so 3 ups. Well, I got their D3 damage. Or 3 damage.
Just 2.
Maybe it's not
Okay,
a
so,
long-term plan.
put on
Maybe
the
there's
force
something
shield first.
strategic that he's looking to take out
Just forwards,
before
right?
committing. You know, the higher duels are so fast, and then with the Swarm Lord double move,
Yeah.
you can change
Maybe
your
he's just
game
trying to-
plan like that.
Kill him.
Maybe he's really just trying to bait out
Feel the
these
pains?
Black Knights and they can hit everything against the Black Knights.
Nope. Okay, so
That
he
could
dies.
I
be.
would just make sure that
Four.
whatever my movement in, I'd try to get a couple of guys
Kill the
in
pains.
terrain
Yep,
features.
killed.
Just
Do you
because
have a apothecary?
shooting will do nothing.
So it's probably irrelevant shooting then.
Yes.
All right, then I guess I will just end the turn then.
Okay. My go, I will score 4, because that guy's 18 models for some reason. I'll score 2 for my Stubborn Defiance, and that is it.
Yeah, the
can play the
bugs
waiting
counting
game,
as their
just
wounds
like
is
you.
super annoying. the
Your
first time I
models
played
are
against that.
18
Yeah.
is insane.
It's
But,
caught,
all right.
having watched a few Crusher games this week. I think it's caught almost everybody by surprise. Because it feels like,
You're gonna do the deep
you
strike
know,
play?
I'm trying
you're
to see if
used
I
to
can get
being
on the
able to just
objective
snatch
here.
things away
okay.
from
It's here.
bugs like that so
Well, if it's
easily.
9 from him and I'm touching,
And
there
then-
shouldn't be a
Oh,
spot.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, counting as 18 models. How often do you actually get 18 guys or
I don't
more
know.
on an
9
objective?
charge minus 2. I can
Like
make it plus
very,
2.
very rare.
So it makes
Gotta
it
run
9
the
again.
whole cultist list.
So for that to
Yeah.
work, you have to get the chaplain to where you're gonna deep strike.
Which is easy enough.
or new
Question
new
is,
knights.
yeah.
They can put 18 wounds on a.
Yeah.
Could do that, and then you can't snipe anyway.
That's how I heard you win games. Is just put 4 knights onto one objective.
Just one. Only one.
Okay, got a feeling he's got the invul.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I'll just spend the CP now for the -1 strength.
For what?
The -1 strength.
On who?
No, just the strat. To make the bubble of -1
It's a
strength.
bubble.
I'm just going to do it now because I'm going to do it anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a bubble.
It's a
That's what you
bubble.
want, yeah.
So the only ones that won't be in it will be this guy and this guy.
So you should be at 7 CP? Or-
I took one away. Yeah, I just spent
So you're
one.
at 7, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm at 6. I
Six.
just
You're at 6, okay.
There's a -1 strength bubble that comes from Synapse.
So,
Bubble of
yeah.
minus- who
So
does that?
it comes
Which one?
from the Maleceptor.
Cool, cool.
This Maleceptor
It's
right
only
here.
shooting.
He's got a
Yeah.
2-point stratagem that throws out, an aura, which it looks like at this point it would affect 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, all those.
4. Yeah. And it's -1 strength in any incoming
I
attack.
don't know if I have much
For
choice.
shooting and melee.
Yeah, I'd have to look that one up. I even played a Maleceptor. I've been playing one with my little bugs for a while, and I don't remember. I believe it's shooting only.
I am going to do that.
Do you have oh yeah, I also have a CP regen, just so you know.
Oh, okay. How do you do that?
Just whenever you spend CP.
Oh, okay, gotcha. On a 6, 5?
5.
5.
If Dark
Sure.
Angels have any
Sure,
plus strength.
Sure.
Because they'll be strength 7.
Can't
Right?
get through it. You're
It'll
not
be
going to get
8.
there.
It'll be 8 minus.
Oh, that's going to do that.
4 times 2 minus 1.
So the
He's in 3 of that
Maleceptor
guy,
will
right?
take
3 of
Cyclones
that
down
guy?
to strength 7, right?
Sorry, what's that?
You're in 3 of that guy?
Let me
Yeah.
look at the...
Oh, it's just. Are you sure?
Target him.
I think
So
it's just
all 3 of these are
shooting on
protecting
Maleceptor.
him right now.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up
Because
right
he's not
now.
a character, remember?
Yeah, but if he was the closest, then it would.
Sure, yeah.
As I'm saying, if we weren't in 3 of him, I could target him with stuff close. But you're not. You're fine. You're good. Figured you were. Jeez.
Each time a ranged attack is
Let's
made.
get
Yeah, shooting
crazy, I
only.
guess.
Yeah.
Which I
Let me
wouldn't...
see what's over here. See where you're at over here.
2 CP is a lot to pay for that. And
Or just missiles shooting.
yeah. Seems like it to me.
I mean, it's 4 missile shots.
Barely big enough for you.
No, it's 8 missile shots. I guess he's got 4 dudes with each with 2 shots.
Hey.
Still seems a bit pricey.
Yeah, and you're moving
you know about
like
the
you're
fight on
only
death
moving
strat?
it 1 pip
Yeah, why
on the
not?
dice, right? You're moving it
Okay, I
from
just wanna make sure you're
4s
aware.
to
No, I know.
5s.
You do all the things in
After
all
hit.
phases.
You know that
Yeah.
that might save you from one missile wound, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's going
Never
for it.
gonna
That's
take
what I
that.
was doing.
Oh, fuck. Okay. These guys are basically just going to shift.
Yep.
So bottom of 2 now in Derek's movement phase. That's a long charge though.
Gotta
Way
get
longer than I
this
thought
up.
it would have been. I mean, he was right in the center and
More
moved
from
5
that.
inches over.
Yeah,
Like he should be about an inch forward.
those pieces are
right.
12 inches long, and like I
Okay,
said, you
okay.
can't move through the middle of them.
Oh, let me...
So from here, a 5-inch
plus 2
move would get you
charge.
to the corner.
Goes off.
It did look to
Yeah.
me like there was a guy right about here, who if he had gone completely straight, maybe he's
Yeah.
a base closer,
reroll once to
but
hit.
that's still going to be I
enough.
don't know at this point, at least a 7-inch charge.
Yeah, it's much further than you want it to be.
And the other thing that's not super easy to spot, the actual terrain feature goes all the way to the edge of the base. So you
Yeah.
have to actually go around it completely.
Yeah, I did notice the spikes
What am I
in
gonna
one of the games.
We need a 7, so 5.
But he's got the +2 to charge, so it's still a 5-inch charge.
What's
Okay,
their
that's good.
weapons?
Thunderhammers. Essentially. Hit on 2s.
All of them are Thunderhammers?
They're maces, but they're Thunderhammer specs.
Yeah.
I'm up to 8s.
And I can't tell if that catalyst has the 4-up invul or the or if the higher duel in the center has the catalyst or the 4.
Man, how do I want to play this?
Yeah, I'll go
Alpha
check it out.
carry.
What's interesting though is he split the powers. It looks like maybe this one didn't cast, and that's why it's just off to the side. I
He's
don't
got
know
a
why
little
you
bit.
would buff up
Gonna stay
this
there.
one, which is
This guy's gonna boost
kind
going
of...
into
He can be
here.
seen. Well, actually, he probably can't be seen.
Inch away
Hieroglyphs
from
are
that
so
wall, just in
small,
case.
and these
within
buildings
6 inches of
block
them.
sight up about
Okay,
5
I think
inches.
that's it for movement.
I think it's actually very hard to see them, even though they don't
Apothecary's
benefit
gonna
from
heal
the
this guy,
obscuring
bring
aura.
this guy
I'm
back.
gonna go look and see what this buff is
Bring some
on the
dudes in.
Hierodual that's about to get charged, or attempted to be charged.
Nine.
Someone for an 11-inch charge there. That's pretty far.
Yeah, so we have Catalyst on the closer one that's possibly
Okay,
charged, and
6.
then it looks like Psychic Barrier did go off on this Hierodual up here.
A little harder on you. But if you want to charge them, that's fine.
So you're gonna do the chaplain play?
Nope. You're just gonna hang out.
Okay.
So he's not going to charge in with the chapel. Or with the,
Well, he's just finishing up movement, right? He just brought in reserves.
well, I think he just, right now is when he had to decide whether or not he was going to do the commanding oratory stratagem to guarantee one of the litanies to go off.
Ah.
And I just overheard the other Tyler say you're not going to do that. So I could be wrong.
And if I don't kill something, I'm in trouble anyway, so.
So what's this guy gonna do?
Huh?
What's this guy?
That's the chaplain.
Oh.
Maybe he is.
Oh, he's
Do that, that's unhelpful.
bringing in a second unit
Come over
reserves. Looks like he's thinking about putting it in the middle,
He's there.
where it could
Here.
score this
Beyond that.
objective, even if the Death Knights go up and die, or the Death Knights go up and
Let's
if
do
they
that.
by some miracle live, they continue to just move forward and wreak havoc. But he looks like he changed his mind.
Let's throw this.
I like this
guy
play. I like
here.
that. Because he can pop on the objective and hold it.
Go into that.
And it's more dudes that can take a 0 up cover save to shooting.
Yeah, there's nothing over there likely to give him cover. Well, at least this first guy is unlikely to. The other guys, another thing that people play incorrectly, the crates here are obstacles with the light cover
I think
keyword.
that's it.
And so
Okay,
if you're
alright.
within 3 inches of these crates and you're not
Shooting.
totally visible,
Your start.
you benefit
So you already
from
did the
cover.
-1 bubble to what
And
is it?
so-
You're
Damage.
totally visible.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Wound. -1 wound.
Correct. Yeah.
Just strength.
So,
One
like,
less
if
strength,
the
strength.
shots
Okay.
were coming from this direction,
Okay, so I'm in tactical doctrine.
these
I have to
4
be
guys
blah, blah, blah.
would not be in cover.
All
But
right.
if the shots, particularly like
let's
no line of
start
sight shooting, if they're
with
coming from this direction,
missiles
these
at him.
4
You got
guys would be
Right,
in
didn't
cover.
move, so I'm hitting on 2s.
So, even though they're not actually in anything,
Wounding on
these
threes.
4 would benefit
Remember,
from cover.
-1 to hit.
This,
Oh, -1
this
hit.
guy
3.
So just
With
one
your
left.
2?
Just one.
would
Yeah.
not. And that will matter
And
because I think
flaps.
the Hieroduals are tall enough
7.
to
Bolters.
shoot over these crates.
Okay.
So force, look good.
And 6.
Yep.
2 -1.
This is on. Sorry, which one is this?
That guy.
This guy. All right. So he's got -1. So force, and then feeling pain. It's good.
Okay. Missiles.
3 hits. Because you hit on 2s, right?
I hit on 2s.
Got it.
So 2.
So 2. Same guy.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go.
7.
So 4 + 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to CP.
So 3 go through.
3 go through. Yeah, acceptable. Bolters.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 -1.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be
Force.
a... We'll
It's
see
2
what we
fail.
can do.
And then
I guess he's going to
feeling
try
pain.
to... charge the Trigon
Bolter.
Deep Strike and hope for an 11? Is that what I'm seeing?
That guy, same target.
That would be a long charge.
So are we still shooting?
Because he's going through the crater. I know he measured
so him,
9. But he's going through the crater.
Do the heavy bolters first.
It might be
And
possible. An inch, probably.
Sixes.
If you could
Heavy bolter?
nestle
Yes,
up
because it's
right
mine's
here,
strength.
Yes, you're right.
right, and get within
3.
an inch and not
mine's one.
actually have
Nice
to
one.
go into the crater,
Force.
One
One.
damage.
Goes to 1.
that might work.
There's the 1. Cool. Sure.
These blue dice, man. Trash.
They were good earlier in the tournament.
And force.
Yep.
Maybe they just hate
1,
me.
2, 3,
All them
4.
It's 5s. Remember?
Strength 6?
Strength 6. I'm
Oh,
T8.
5s. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't see what I had.
I'll say you had one.
Say, sure, 1.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
didn't see a
Doesn't
lot, so he's
matter.
fine.
Fine, what do you know? Alright. They have, these guys are good bolter him.
Yeah. You got it.
4. 4. So -1 to hit, so force. And 6s. 2. -1.
Force. Feeling pain. Nope.
Thanks. What'd that put him down to?
13.
13.
Yeah, I think he picks up this higher duel.
Yeah, so it's interesting to me. Most of the
salts,
shooting
I guess,
is
huh?
going
Yeah.
into this, right? I
They're
think a lot
going
of that's probably
You
just
got
a
it. I'm
factor
not
of
gonna
the
overwatch.
range, right? Like,
Yeah. 5.
Well, I think you need to guarantee
So 6,
kill
7,
it,
8.
so that way you can
Eight.
oh, and the charge went off.
You guys are gonna kind
hold him
of
to 2
chain around
objectives.
here.
Because if this thing lives and he obsects it, that guarantees him.
Activation.
It is. There's not enough shooting to kill it. And then if you
Following
miss
6
the
inches, buddy,
charge,
come on. 6 inches. Come on.
there's only 3 at this point.
Not with the chaplain buff.
So
I missed
looks
that.
like 1 will be out.
Sounds good.
Okay. And there it's 610.
At least that's why I think he brought the chaplain up there like
All right.
that.
Do this. Spin the CP to make it assault doctrine.
Yeah, that was a lot of distance that unit just covered.
Okay.
The rear Terminator used to be here.
Start with the
right?
sergeant.
Yeah.
Now
Hits
he
on
just
2s.
moved
Rerolling
over
1 for the
12
chappy.
inches in one
And
charge
strength 6. So I
in
need
fight
5s.
phase.
Rerolling.
And they're going to
Get
move
them in
even
assault
more before
doctrine.
fight phase is over.
3 at -3.
Are they all going to be the same stat?
No, he's gonna be -4. No, these were different.
The different weapons?
These are
Okay,
different.
sounds good. Okay, so 1 goes there. Damage 3, though.
Damage 2.
Damage 2, down to 1. That's good. Come on, boys. Pick it up. Let's
Can't
go.
wait till that army's gone. It's so
Come on.
broken. All right,
Let's go.
So I got
We need these hammers here. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Derek is picking up
7.
a lot of dice.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Look at all those ones.
I know that's about average for me. Good thing I'm rerolling them.
Only missed once.
All right, and wounding on 4s.
Yep.
Rerolling.
Quite a few hits.
Yeah, with full rerolls to wound.
Yeah, that seems. I don't know what the math is here, especially with Catalyst.
He has feel no pain. Though. Like I said, I think you just want to guarantee kill it, personally.
All right,
Pretty
1, 2,
good.
3. Oh, that was enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 invols.
Sheesh.
About to see it spike
I'm
right
gonna
here,
bounce.
dude. Derek's already laughing because he knows.
Oh my,
All right,
It's actually not
looks
that good.
like
that is very bad.
Terrible. He's dead.
5 up.
3, 9.
Yeah.
It was quite.
so that's,
that was quite
2
a few.
each
So
on
this
that?
time's twice.
Huh?
This time's 2. Right? Because it's 3 damage down to 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
So far he'll take 2, 4, 6,
So,
8.
so Tyler rolled half of the
5
field
left?
pains.
Yep.
To see
Got
if
him.
it even
So
mattered.
get him.
It looks like it did.
I'll fight you.
So
Right on death?
So
How many
between
CP?
all of that,
2?
it didn't look quite like 18 wounds. Maybe they can't do
is it to
a
the
full
last?
one by themselves
Did it?
just on the charge.
I'll reroll
but
and
they-
see.
It was like it was like
What?
20 wounds.
I'll
that he
also
just
reroll
did.
this.
Oh,
And he's fighting on death
before
right now.
the
3.
feel no pains.
So that
Extra
1
attack.
CP reroll ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're down to 3.
Before
Three,
feel
yeah.
no pains, no. No, it was like 30 wounds.
So D3 extra attacks. I just got
There's
1.
32.
Where'd you get D3 from?
before feeling
The psychic spell.
Oh, did that go off?
Yeah.
I didn't. Oops. You don't have it next to him. Did it go off?
Sorry, I didn't put it on in my bag.
Okay. All right. Sure.
So I just got 1 out of D3.
Okay.
So it'll go to 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, right. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
So 3s you're rolling once.
Good thing. 6 here. You have an extra dice in back here too.
Okay.
4s.
And 4s you're rolling.
From.
That's the CPX.
Oh, I thought that was the re-roll. Oh, okay. Go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah. One.
Well, that was an awful 3 CP.
6.
1, and he made the save.
That's why we don't do these things.
Oh, that's big,
Wow,
dude.
that was really bad.
That was.
So,
I'm
for those
surprised. Truthfully,
following
I'm surprised I didn't bounce off.
Derek's Death Knights made.
It's because you didn't get that 4 up on.
That was
probably
literally the
medium
worst thing that could
length
happen to
charge
me.
up here.
Yeah.
But
And
it's whatever.
finished off this
All right.
scythe higher
Okay.
roll. There's a stratagem that Tyler has where he can
Consolidate.
fight even if he
We'll
dies.
Scoochabucci,
He spent
Scoochabucci,
it, and then the attacks from the
Scoochabucci,
fight did nothing, which puts
Scooch.
Derek.
Scooch.
The board position, I think,
So-
is changed, right? Derek
Sorry.
is now in a
So I'll
kind of
score
a
3,
aggressive
bring
commanding
it
position.
down.
Tyler is going to
Yeah.
have to take care of this knight unit
2
next
for direct
turn.
assault.
I think the question will be
2 for the thing.
how many
It'd
resources
be
does
3,
it take
but I killed you off it and I
kill
took it.
these to kill these
yeah,
Deathwing
okay.
Knights? And I
And,
don't,
3.
I don't know the answer to that.
Get 2.
Sorry, I need to step away for a second.
All
All right.
No, you're
So
totally
you're
fine.
gonna score.
So we're finishing up
8.
we finished up the bottom of 2. What ended up happening here is as we just relayed, Derek took an aggressive position with the Death Knights. He's now holding this center objective. Tyler, for scoring the primary, holds 2 at the moment. His home objective and this one on the bottom right. So it's going to be 8 points for Tyler on the primary this turn. And as we just mentioned, these Death Knights now are going to be priority number 1. That you can't just leave them sitting here. It's going to get primary points for Derek. Also, just another charge like that, eating more higher duels is just can't happen. So I would expect a considerable amount of resources to go into killing these. My thought is that they'll probably die, but it might take most of Derek's or most of Tyler's army. Certainly, I don't think there's enough shooting to do any consequential damage. We'll see. There are going to be a couple of smites probably coming at the Death Knights. Between smites and shooting, you know, if that only kills 2 or 3 of them, they're going to have to eat some charges as well, which will be kind of the interesting part of this turn. So we're going to move on to top of turn 3.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, I'm back.
I can't deal with this.
Oh, hello.
There's too much in my face right
One
now.
kid tried to rip the other kid's head off, so I had to stop that for a second.
Yeah, smart.
That is how it always goes.
I wanted you to split.
You know?
In my house, 3 kids try and rip the heads off of the other 2. So,
I luckily only have to worry about that one of the kids. All right, so this, yeah, I would have tried to leave one of those Terminators on terrain. Taken. Now he's going to take 2 barbed hire rolls to the face.
So-
On his 3 up save instead of his 0, on a 1 up save instead of a 0 up save.
yeah, if you do that, I don't know that he would have gotten all of his attacks in. And then consolidating at the time. The
Do you need anything
closest
extra
models
when
were
you
all
charge?
this direction? So I'm
Yeah, but he didn't get to swing his last model anyways. That was with one guy that didn't
Okay.
get to swing.
okay. Then in
And these
that
guys
case,
always
yeah,
hit on 2s.
Yep.
You sack
But,
one.
you know,
They
those are
don't always hit
little
on 2s.
minor
They have
things
a
that
2
you pick
weapon
up
skill.
playing
So you can make them
playing
mine
fun.
issues.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like him.
Yeah.
He's still with the storm
Hello.
shield, right? On a 3-up save.
Make it so that I'm not just
Yeah.
failing my charges
Yeah.
There's not
stupidly.
a ton of shooting. While you were away, you know, my thought is the
Man.
smites. So he's probably going to eat, I would think, 2 smites. Swarm Lord has moved into,
So you're up to 4
moved into
CP,
the
right?
position
Yep.
here. The Maleceptor's here. So
Are those guys
between the 2
outside?
smites, you'd probably get a Death Knight. Between all the shooting, you know, you might get another 1 or 2, but the shooting doesn't seem super consequential to
Are
me.
they current? But they're not on
I
it
just
yet.
think he
They
picks
will
up-
be the next turn.
They sure will.
More than that.
So
Do
What is
you?
it? 10 shots a
I
gun.
don't
8
care.
shots
You
a
don't
gun?
have stranglehold, right?
So let's look it up. Math this out a little bit.
So I'll get my stranglehold anyways. So I'll just save the CP. I don't need it. I was thinking about making him OBSEC, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So. And these guys are not
there are
OBSEC,
flamers
so I don't
as
care
well.
about that.
I forgot the flamers on the side. Hyrule.
I guess,
that matters.
Yeah, we just need to do
From
damage to this
the
thing.
Barbed
Yep.
Hyrule,
So, We'll go to
they
Psychic.
have
Psych.
2 bio cannons, so 12
We'll start with
shots
a
a guy,
Catalyst.
Yep.
hitting on 3s, so
Which is
8 hits.
not good.
Transhuman.
If I could just get one
wounding
thing to
on
go, that'd be
4s,
great.
Yeah,
so
you're not.
4 wounds. Going into a
Snap,
3-up save, even
Smite
in the
onto these
open.
guys.
Mike, go for it.
You know, you get 1
Good.
through,
10.
maybe a little over 1.
one.
They're 2 damage each.
And
Both of
then
those
Synaptic
Hyrules
Barrier.
kill
Is good.
a
I'm gonna
Terminator.
attempt to. I'm gonna.
Tornado
Which
and
one's
a
that?
It's
So
Invul
the
save
Storm
plus
Shield,
1.
right? So
I'm
there's
gonna
1 up
auto-deny
armor.
Okay, sounds good.
And then,
And then we'll do
3
Smite.
yeah.
That's not super.
Yeah.
2. And then these are attacks. Fails.
Yeah, so he did. You're
Well,
right. He picked up
that's
1.
gonna be
with the
rough.
smite.
Yep.
This is my go. This is my turn. You're gonna kill. I mean, yeah.
All right, so shooting.
Shooting.
We'll do
I just maybe would have.
his piddling attacks that have no AP into useless
sure.
2-up armor. But maybe I'll get a wound because. Or did I just kill? I just
that
killed
is a-
1, right?
a good
I just
point.
killed 1, right?
Yeah, you just
He
killed.
needs
Yeah.
something to go up, though, and wreak havoc. I don't know what else in the army would do it.
Or it doesn't matter. On force.
Perhaps to the last
1,
wasn't.
2, 3, 4.
Yep.
It
4 no
feels
AP.
like an auto take in the secondaries, but
Okay.
you're gonna have to use those units.
Flamer 1.
Maybe it's not the right play.
10, 11.
The other thing that's interesting, though,
And
is
the force.
these Death Knights, they're the only unit this far
So
up.
3, 6,
So
8
if they
AP2.
die-
No, well, you're not on cover anyway. It doesn't
All
matter.
the Terminators
So,
back here.
Yeah, 8 AP2.
There's
So 3 ups.
nothing in position, from what I can see, to,
Okay.
to charge at these higher
I gotta stop
duels
rolling there.
Second
that
one.
moved up.
12,
So he's got
13.
the Terminators to the top left. He's got the Terminators to the bottom right. Those move 5.
Yeah,
That's like a 10. That's like the 5,
Yeah.
6-inch charge on both sides.
they could come in from
Alright,
these
so
directions.
4, 8
yeah.
more?
Then you're abandoning
Three
these
ups.
objectives, though. And these 5-man Terminators, I almost would rather
1, 2,
send them
3,
through
4.
the building at the Trigon.
1, 2,
Maybe that's not.
3,
maybe that's not
and one more wound.
the correct
One more wound.
play.
I got it here.
Our first tire duel.
Yep.
You said this was
Same
mission
thing.
32.
It is. Yeah.
4 more.
That's from that guy.
Either one doesn't matter. They're both gonna be shooting these guys anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Minus.
It's -2.
Minus 2. Good.
Six more.
6. 1, 2.
Okay. So
2 each.
Yeah, 2 each.
One.
stick the objectives, right?
1.
Okay.
Oh,
he
yes,
already-
it is.
Stormlord will
Yes, it
double
is.
move himself
So
here.
you can
Banner
move
that
up.
one.
Yeah, you're correct.
And then we'll just
Ban
make
all
the
of the
charges
objectives.
Go for it.
started
So,
in order.
yeah.
I got
So
a fall back?
just
No.
Yeah. So this one, Tyler's there with the
I don't
Trigon.
have anything
See,
good.
we're into the charge
Oh,
phase
shit,
now
they all
for
made it.
Tyler, and we
I don't even know I'm rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6
All right, where we going?
Knights left. So I was not
Okay,
far
so-
off of my not far off of
Start
my
with,
prediction.
I
My
guess-
math hammering skills are
Start with this guy.
are
There
passable.
was 9. Killed 4.
Well, first we'll spend 1 CP to do the 6 mortals.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
sure.
killed 3 with the shooting with the flamers and the barbed hide.
Yeah, so the flamers is what I forgot about. Flamers are just a lot of rolls that you have to make.
That's fun.
You were just 100% right, Matt.
I mean, it's gonna be 6, but
Is there
yeah,
ever
sure.
any doubt?
Is it?
Yep.
All right.
Now this is what I don't know. I
You're
don't
down
know.
to 3 CP?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a lot of units in here to attack.
Oh,
Breaking
sorry,
through,
it's gotta be
just
this
go
guy,
through
right?
them. There you go.
First.
Oh, yeah, one. Yeah. I forgot.
Okay. Then we'll start with this guy. Actually, we'll
here's my
start with
question
this
for
guy because he
breaking
sucks.
So did you have to start with him with the
You-
mortals, or that before?
No,
It
that's
says you
it's
do a
before.
maximum
Actually,
of
I don't think it
6 mortal
matters now.
wounds, right?
Okay.
But then you roll for
I
how
need to
many
consolidate
damage.
with him first.
That one guy won't be able to
Potentially
get
like
in,
12
I
or
think.
13, right?
So
Yeah.
maybe.
Would you take?
Might be able to make it.
If I
Would you keep taking feel no
if I
pains
kill
till you
one,
kill
you're just gonna
6,
pull that
or you
one.
just take
So,
6 out of that
maybe
pool and
potentially.
roll those
So
feel no pains?
doesn't really matter.
That's an excellent question. Let's look at the wording.
'Cause I thought you. I mean, from what my group has
Once.
said, you take
Where's the
12
reroll
more
from?
wounds.
They all reroll
Once.
once.
Oh, they already
That
won.
counts,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you would keep taking.
Jesus
until you
Christ. All right,
actually
one.
took 6.
So I love
Goes
my
Okay.
I love my Missouri
got
guys
the
on
one.
my old team.
All right, I'm going to interrupt.
You all tend to be
Sounds
a
good.
little aggressive on your.
Get out of here.
Rules
So do I get
interpretation.
those? Get
All right,
one.
use the stratagem in the charge phase.
So you're up to 40.
I'm looking for the limiter. Select one enemy model with an engagement range.
Oh,
and roll
jeez.
D6 equal
That's
to
not
the
going to end well.
number of wounds.
I think I got to go into Swarmy.
Okay.
What's his damage? 3?
3. And mortals on 6s.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got
the
that
way
3
that
up
I
invul,
would
though,
play
right?
it
Yes.
is the 6 cap comes before things like feel no pains, because I don't try and block wounds that I haven't suffered.
You know what? We're going to go. Where's the
You know
wounded
what I
one?
mean?
Correct.
This guy,
Yes,
right?
but would,
Yeah,
but
we're gonna go all
everything's
into
done one at a time.
Sounds
right?
good. Do you have the sergeant left or no?
No, I told the
So
sergeant first.
the trick
Okay,
here
gotcha.
is
So he's
does
got-
the
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
suffering,
spend
'cause
1
it says
CP
you can
for,
only suffer 6 wounds. Does the
assault doctrine?
suffering, which
Oh,
is
it is
not
assault.
a
I don't have to do
defined
that.
word in the rules, does the suffering happen before
Now this turn 3.
or after
3.
the
Yeah, I pull him
the
first since
feel
his
no
weapon's not
pain
as good.
save?
Okay.
Well, you don't suffer a wound if you don't take
All
it.
right, so 2s. We're rolling 1s for the chappy.
Yeah, I'd have to just go and look and see how that term
And,
is used
4s.
correctly. I would. My guess
rerolling.
is in the rule book, it's going to use the term "suffer a wound" before it describes saves. That would be my.
1, 2, 3,
that
4,
would be
6,
my
7
guess.
invuls.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6. They have 3 damage.
3 damage flat.
So he takes 10. So he's got 4 left. Jesus Christ, 3 guys did that? What the fuck? I am not rolling well. All right.
I don't want to hear what 3 guys did when your 1 monster did.
Literally 3 Terminators.
They are
did
pretty
that.
good, though. Yeah, you're rolling not great.
All
That's the only
right.
thing keeping me in it.
Now the purple dice are sucking.
We'll start with Stormy, I guess.
Sure.
It looks like he did a bunch of wounds to the side tiger on top left. Didn't kill it,
Wounds.
but got it pretty low.
Leave me alone. Oh my
Look at
goodness.
this. Just 1.
Saves.
Ooh,
This is
ooh.
bad.
Oh, that's not good at all.
The Dark Angels players taking up for all the
Please,
Marine
dice.
players
Jesus.
who've been done dirty by the
This
This
Custodes
is
and
fucking so bad. All
Cow
right,
and
2 more.
Mids.
Minus.
All right, so I can kill 2 more. All right, that's something. That should have wiped that like twice
That
over.
could have absolutely whipped. Okay.
So he's got 1 guy. We'll touch you.
Sure.
And then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let go. So I don't hold that anymore, but I do hold 2, so I'll score 8.
The big thing is if Derek remembers that it's remembers if it's going to be sticky objectives. If he does, then I move out. Try to kill that last barbed hair duel.
Right up at that wall.
Yeah, I definitely agree that
5-6 charge after the negative.
that's the play, right? Like we said earlier, there's also only so many units that I think can get up here and threaten. So we just finished up the top of round 3. Tyler, it took him pretty much his entire army, but between shooting and assaulting with everything, took these Death Knights down to... Is that 1 Death Knight left right there?
Yeah, there's 1 left, but
Yeah.
the Death Knight in retaliation was able to swing on that top Hierodule when he interrupted with 3, and I think he almost punked that top Hierodule.
Gotcha. So we've got 1 Hierodule, which is very, very weak on Tyler's turn, And then one single Death Knight hanging out there.
Yep, and it looks like Derek does remember it's sticky objectives. If
Yeah.
that Death Knight lives, fall back, get it out of there.
Yeah, yeah. Potentially save to the last. Force Tyler. Tyler doesn't have a super good ability to split his attacks, right? So to kill off one knight, he's probably going to have to overcommit and be inefficient with some actions.
Yes.
It will also, he's going to have to get these guys out of combat in order to shoot at them. Both of these are going to be viable targets, because even though this is obscuring this piece of terrain,
It's huge.
it is huge, but there's a curve here at which I almost guarantee the tip and the tail of the Hierodules are sticking out and past, and so this one isn't being as blocked as you might think.
Yeah, I mean, and Swarm Lord, like I said, he needs to fall back that Death Knight just to guarantee save yourself points.
Yep. Agreed.
Just make sure your Talon Master's within 3 inches.
Let's scooch him a little room so he can get out of there. They're gonna need eight. They're gonna need a.
No, I'm assuming the Chaos
What's this
Gate
turn?
is small enough that you, like, if he was touching the Chaos Gate, and it's less than 1 inch, so you could charge them, right? From the other side of the Chaos Gate.
Yeah, so the middle
If
of
he's
the
touching
the middle of the Chaos Gate is a 1/4 inch thick. So you
Yep.
could be in close combat from each side of the gate.
You're gonna
Which, how you fight each other through two sides of a portal through the warp, I don't know, but it's allowed.
Whee!
Oh, see, and he could bring that. Come on, fall back that Deathwing close to the Apothecary and get you another Terminator back.
What's
Yeah,
the
he's
unit?
doing it.
So what determines
Oh yeah.
this stubborn defiance? Just any
I
unit?
have to have an OPSEC unit on it at the start of my command phase.
Does it have to stay the same unit the whole time? Okay.
There's a unit. Here.
Get falling back.
It might be bad, but if I get the charge, I'm okay. But we'll see how that goes. Man.
This
No,
game's
I'd
very.
be-
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right.
I'd be falling back that Deathwing Knight. I think he's gonna swing
These
with
guys
it against
scooch
Swarm.
over here.
Well, he's not done with movement yet. But if he doesn't follow it back, what does he shoot at?
Using combat. Is he within 3
Or
inches?
the Malice Scepter.
Yes, this is within 3.
Okay.
But did these guys
I
move?
suppose, man, but I
Okay,
would
so it'll be hitting
rather.
on 3s then?
You know, the Flamers don't care that the Hierodule is tiered. You know, even a tiered Hierodule can hurt you with attacks, especially if it fights on death later on, right? So
So they're ballistic skills too?
shooting it away has a lot of value to me.
Oh, so if they're hitting on 4s.
With the missiles?
Yeah.
But they're Terminator, they don't take the negative.
Because you
Yeah,
were hitting on
I would
3s
agree.
for a long time, but I had to minus them to hit. That's why I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already can't be double minus. Yeah.
Okay.
These guys actually they come down here. On him. All right. Shooting.
Yeah.
He didn't fall back with it. He did not.
Yeah, it
Got
seems
nothing.
like maybe a mistake.
All right, we're gonna start with Apothecary Advanced.
Because he's not even
It's
going
assault,
to
so you're
get.
gonna put 2 plasma talons into Swarmy.
He's not.
Non-force.
Tyler's gonna
Yep.
have the first non-charging
minus 1
unit,
strength.
right? So
So
Tyler's
that's
gonna
with
be
the
able to
four.
fight with the Hierodule
Strength
first
7, so wounds minus 3.
before the knight even does
Safety,
anything in hand-to-hand
something.
at all.
Minus 3.
So
Yeah, but
fails.
I mean, maybe he gets this. Maybe he gets Did he not bring one back either?
Let me go look. I'm gonna go
And
take,
obviously
I'm gonna
assault
take a
doctrine.
closer look at the table.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
not
missing
there.
something that's
Alright.
going on here.
So we're gonna take this unit, and we're gonna put them into swarmy.
You got it.
We'll start with the missiles. Oh, I got 6, so I'll spin the one I got for Fury the first, +1 to hit.
Can I get a CP? There we go.
There you go. What are you up to?
Just 5.
Yeah, okay. I was like, you saw 3. I was like, that's not right. All right. So -1, so 3s.
Oh, with the minus, you still on 3s?
Yeah, I did a bonus to hit.
Oh, what's that from? Sorry.
Fury the first, it's a strat.
Oh, you spent a
Yeah,
strat.
it's been a CP.
So moving and -1, the double -2 overcomes the minus or the +1. Because you moved, right?
Yeah.
The heavy penalty plus -1
So Derek
shouldn't
moved
should
up
still be
his-
-1. What's up?
his
Terminators don't do the heavy
chaplain
penalty.
to here.
Oh, they don't take heavy penalties?
And he moved
Oh,
up
okay.
his Raven Wing
Nice.
champion to here.
Okay, so
they're-
that's the company champion.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean
So
3s?
they're
so-
obviously going to charge in.
So down to set. What are you shooting?
Maybe his
Form one.
thinking
Oh, so it's
is
force.
he can get off
He
2
just-
charges
Did you set-
without getting
Did you get the
overwatched by these
power up
higher
for-
duels because they're
That's
in
not-
hand
it's
to
strat.
hand
Oh, it's a
already.
strat. Oh, you did the strat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That-
so you're down
that-
to 4?
That makes
Should
some
we- yeah.
sense to me.
So 2, so 1 goes through?
But again,
Never mind, never mind.
this. So 2 thoughts. You could have
How much missiles
You
are
could
left?
have probably shot this one to death.
Yes.
And then this guy from the other side of the gate, there's no way that he can be seen from this higher duel. The gate's pretty big from where he's at, so he could probably assault from here, touch it, and then block off the overwatch if the champion assaults in from the visible direction.
Yeah, but both these characters don't kill at higher duel. I mean,
Well,
the chaplain.
Yeah, but the characters are moving into a position where they're going to charge something anyway. So I guess my thinking is, if you're gonna charge them in, I'd rather put 2 characters in on 1 than 1 character on 2. And this guy could be shot to death, and then you don't trigger any fight on deaths, and then you potentially keep the Death Knight alive as well, and force inefficient attacks to take away one of your last stand targets.
Yeah, or you just fall back, regenerate dude, and then kill the one that you can shoot to death, and then
Yeah, I don't know
use the
that.
company champion to move block the other unit.
Yeah.
All right.
Derek's an excellent player, and he's
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
top
like I said,
table.
he's-
So maybe there's something here that I'm missing, but that seems like the better play, because right now all of these shots are going into
Swarmy.
something other than the higher duels, right? So swarmy. But
He's failing saves though, man. He keeps failing saves on
Yeah.
Swarmy.
2s. And 6s. Alright, and assault cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is he T6 or 7?
T7.
Okay. 2s. Oh. 5 1s.
These are just bolters, right?
No, there's assault cannons.
Oh.
But 4 -1s.
Yep. Takes 2.
2. Down
Anything
to
else?
2.
Swarmy's down to 2.
I think that's all I got.
the thing
I did
about
only
that,
shoot
though,
2
is
of the
if you don't
bolters from
kill
them.
him, his
But I thought
practical
the missiles-
functionality is the same, because he double moves
But I won't go
people
back. I should have done them at the same time.
the exact same at 1 wound as he does at 12 wound, right?
Yeah, but he's easier to kill next turn, and he still has 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still got 20 Terminators alive.
Yeah, there are a lot of Terminators left on the board. Yeah.
Good thing.
So he does make the charge with 1 Terminator unit. Yeah, so yeah, charging right through the wall. That's easy.
These guys, they need that 7. I do not get a reroll. I will spend a CP for that.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, the top left doesn't make it.
Oh,
One thing went my way.
don't mind.
What's
I
that?
don't know if you will. Apothecary.
What's up?
Bringing a guy back.
What? Oh, because you forgot?
that fine?
Yeah, see that is that's what I thought. That is the apothecary at the top
Behind me.
left,
Yeah, no.
or the middle left there. Yeah.
That's it. Assault phase for these guys.
Tyler's a good sport and let him add back a.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think
Knight
that
unit. It was
if you're
clearly
sacking
the
your
intent.
pocket- yeah.
Yeah.
So why do the Deathwing Knights get to fight first?
For Fury the first. Reflect on the hit.
Or I guess he's swinging with the ones that are up against the Herald on the bottom there. Yeah, I mean, if he can hurt this well enough, and maybe potentially bracket the other one, there's a good chance those could live.
And 4s. Reroll. 5. -3.
These are the guys. Which guys? Okay. Yeah. All right. So 4.
So 4 damage.
That's not very good.
Okay.
It's just 4 damage to the higher duel.
You get to pick.
Alrighty. We'll go into the guy who's top profile into these guys.
Sure.
At least he's got feel no pain now on the Death Knights. If they live one more turn,
Yeah.
Will they? Will they? I mean,
yeah.
I'm,
If I could please just
Maybe.
roll average, that would be great. Oh my god. Just
Yep.
one.
just one.
Alright, we killed one.
Through, I'm gonna CP that.
Yeah, I would CP it as well.
Alright,
Yeah,
we didn't kill any. Okay.
yeah, and now he punks the other one with the other one. Awesome
They're gonna go
play.
for the wounded guy.
Yep.
I think you're right. I think maybe bracketing. Maybe you are right. He's not taking the damage from Overwatch. Maybe that was the play.
Doesn't matter. And 4 is rerolling. Oh, sorry. 3 impulse.
Yep. Takes 2.
So 4 damage.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll fight you.
Yep.
This
They did kill the Herald. Herald's fighting on death.
Alright, 3 saves. For the love of God, fail something. Alright, there we go.
There we go.
We got him.
Oh, that ain't good.
Why isn't he taking his feel no pain?
Oh, I'm gonna lose my
I'm not
pocket.
sure.
Okay, so
But he's dead.
he's dead. I'm just.
He's still locked in combat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're.
There you go.
It's like, I'm gonna consolidate a dead model.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I just got excited. I finally
And can you only fight on death if you don't
That's-
explode?
That might be the last.
oh, that is an
Oh, I
excellent
forgot the target
question.
over there.
I
Alright.
do not
That's
know.
alright.
Do you know the name of the fight on death
Yeah,
stratagem?
I wouldn't take it back.
I unfortunately
Take that
do
objective
not know the final death strategy.
Okay, so
I can
Hardly.
find it with a few minutes of
So,
looking.
But I hold 3.
but you did move them on to the.
I do. They are on the event.
I'm sure one of my buddies
So
will
I
chime in here shortly.
I'll gain 1. I'll spend 1 to
Speaking
get my
of,
12 points.
do you know who the Jolly Red Giant is?
Opsec.
I'm on set
Yeah,
2.
it's one of my buddies.
Models and Opsec, so how many 12 models?
All right.
So you're out of CP though.
No, I gain 1, spend 1, so I'm back to 1.
Oh, you do that during.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
The final
So
is
you
it
get
Death
yourself,
Frenzy?
This
No.
is round 4.
Which also means that I get the 2 points because I lost it and then gained it back. So,
Is it because you take it from me before?
right, because you took it from me in your turn.
Okay.
So I didn't control it at the start of
Okay.
my turn. Now I do. See what I'm saying?
So they're scoring at the bottom of round 3 here. So just a quick recap on what happened.
And I
Derek had just 1 Death Knight Terminator left in the middle. Scotty and I both kind of thought that he was going to fall that back and shoot away the Hyrule, but instead he left him there, resurrected one with the Apothecary, and most of his shooting, he brought a lot of his army from this building out sideways, and almost all of this shooting went into Swarmlord. So Swarmlord is very damaged at the moment. A couple of characters, the Interrogator Chaplain came up and charged the Hyrule and damaged this one. And the other side of Hyrule was killed in close combat by the Death Knights, but fought on death, used the stratagem to fight on death when he died and took the Death Knights out with them. So that'll be a to the last unit that Derek doesn't have anymore. So it's going to reduce his secondary score by 5. His other to the last units are going to be hard to get, right? There's a big fat unit of 10 Terminators here, and the other one was split up and is at various places on the board. So, very likely 10 points on to the last for Derek. What do you think, Tyler? Tyler's ahead on the score. He's got good board position, but 2 Scythe Hyrule Duels down, 1 weakened. Is there enough time on the clock for Derek to come back, or does Tyler just need to ride it out at this point? Does he just stall and play defensively?
So Tyler's got 1 CP. That means he can take an objective away. Tyler should have gotten, what, 4 points for primary this turn?
Tyler had 2. 1, 2. The mission is control 1.
He doesn't have this bottom right one.
Oh, you're correct. The Terminators moved up. You are correct.
Yeah.
They're hidden in the building.
And he shouldn't have had the center one because those are obstacle models. So you'd had to make. He should have had 2 objectives.
So he might have only had. He would have had this one, and this probably was contested. So a low score on the primary for Tyler this turn. He does have a pretty notable lead, but Derek still has 3 turns left to score primary, and the bottom of 5 to score primary.
And I don't think they're keeping track because Stubborn Defiance, he should have more than 2 points, I believe.
Correct. Yeah. You could write in to the last. He should have 6, or sorry, bring it down. He should have 6 at this point.
Yeah.
So this is just one of the things when the players score their own.
Assassination is going to be a 0. To the last, they should both.
You think 0?
Swarm Lord is the last, right? Yeah.
So
which he just double moved him to go ahead and get him out of the way.
So there's a character here, and there are 2 characters here. I mean, that's 9 assassinate points right there.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to kill. He's only going to be able to kill one of those, and I don't even think he's going to be able to kill either because neither of the characters are in close combat and can't fall back and charge.
So the chaplain charged in, right? The chaplain's
the
in
chaplain's
close
to the left of that.
Oh, sorry.
It was a 3-man unit, and then the chaplain's right to the left of that.
Gotcha.
Terrible of a player.
Gotcha. I was like, I'll do that. Sure, thanks.
Not that terrible.
And then how did Swarmlord get all the way back there?
So how long does that last?
What? You're on until my next command phase. So you won't be able to take it unless you kill me.
So he was here just a moment ago.
Yep.
Now he is.
He was 4, right? Because he degrades.
Right. So
Unless
I think we just kind of have to play a defensive game now. You
degrade.
killed my melee.
I don't remember if his movement degrades that much.
Yeah, but then double move himself. I'm sure that's what he did.
So we'll do.
Yeah, so I mean that's technically shooting phase. It looked like maybe he was still repositioning models, but if you know you're gonna do it, it's not.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I can see both. Looks like I'm good on the apothecary, just in case.
Sure.
And then
He is 9.
this guy will just has to shoot that, I guess. Or
Well, they're in combat.
I
knew
can't
he
shoot
was
him.
9.
You can't
He
do
wasn't tiered.
You don't make me fight last, right?
No.
Okay.
So he probably picks up one of the.
All right.
Probably
Okay.
picks up the
So psychic.
apothecary,
We'll start
which
with the invul save. Goes off on an 8.
Who you putting it on?
I guess
who's
we'll put
casting it?
I guess it's Stormlord.
Warlord, what'd you get it on?
It was an 8.
8. These guys will attempt to deny it.
Okay.
Good. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I was wondering if you remember Dark or watching the.
I'm gonna CT that.
Or whatever it's called.
Okay. Ah, so close.
All right. Probably shouldn't have done. But
It's a new battle round, so we got a CP. All right. So I'll
Yeah,
go
bring
to
it
2.
down.
Yep.
This next turn,
And
Derek
then
should get 15.
We'll do catalyst on a +1. Goes off on an 8.
Each of the hieroglyphs are.
what's the range of those?
3.
18.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
You checked it.
Yeah. So this
So
is.
he
You're
killed
good. That's
2.
good.
He'll
And then he'll just smite the
almost
apothecary.
certainly kill
Go for
this
it.
one before the game's over. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
nine.
Goes off for D3.
He's got potential to kill this this Trigon Prime is the next one I'd go for.
Yeah, these Terminators are still down here in this building.
Yeah, and they're
so-
not going to be touched by the Trigon. Is
Down to 2.
evident of how he moved the Trigon. So.
He only has 5 wounds.
You got 5 wounds.
On the bike?
That would
Really?
be 11. He's gonna have
bike
to
gives
pick
him an
up
extra.
one of these other creatures here
Alright.
that ran away.
All right, he'll shoot us up. Now we decide
Which
we can't do that.
again is
so,
was to my question to you.
Why no?
Does
I can't shoot
Tyler
the
just
bodyguards,
play
right?
defensive now
They're in combat.
and
That's right. I
and
keep forgetting the freaking
lean
balls right.
on his lead and just try and stall and prevent Derek from catching up, and that seems to be the strategy that he took. Right, everything is retreated from the board.
Yeah.
So let's do the back spot.
But he's gonna get one assassinate for 3, compared to the 9 bring it down that Derek's gonna have. To the last should be, I believe, 10 to 15. Stubborn Defiance should be a 15 because he'll hold his objective the whole game, as evident now. And then he just needs to score. What is it? He's gonna score 12, and then 12. So that's another
This guy will shoot the back
28
spot again.
points or 24 points there. And he's going to take one of these objectives
Of
away.
course. 3, 4, 5. No cover.
Are you shooting again?
This guy into the back spot.
Who shot the first time?
This guy into the apothecary.
Who shot the first time into the back squad?
Oh, this guy.
Okay, so one, because you shot in the back squad,
Yep.
then you shot in the apothecary.
He has 2 guns. He has 2
Oh,
shotguns.
you split the
so
gun.
I split the gun.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So what's that? That's
So
in
it's
the
gonna be
the other
3,
thing
4,
is
5, AP2,
Derek's
no
gonna have
cover
an
safe on
opportunity
these
to pick
guys.
up
5 AP2. So we'll start on
some
the
more
storm
points on the
shield.
primary.
Yeah.
The extra condition for the primary
So one guy.
should be able to
How
do
many
that
shields are there?
fairly
This one.
easily the next
Okay.
2 turns, so he can move on to here
And
and get one.
so 3 ups, and that goes to.
Well, he already
Forks.
holds that
Forks.
objective.
Oh yeah, because you
Okay,
move
so
off
2 more
of it.
damage.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
He
true.
doesn't need to worry about it.
That's
All
true.
he needs to do is kill this anything, take that away, and try it.
Oh no!
I think he's got a pretty good fast one.
That's almost a disadvantage in this mission because you get the extra points for claiming ones that you didn't hold yet, and so you would normally want to move off and then move back on, and then do that strategically. If you had lots of objectives over here, on opposite turns, move on, and then move off.
Well, Derek should be getting the 2 points every time too, right? Because he's gotten it. I mean, every time the guy obsects a model, he gets it the next turn.
Well, and destroy at least one enemy unit that was in range of an objective marker at the start of their turn. So he's picked up points for that for the higher duels on this unit twice.
Yeah, the 2 higher duels.
Yeah.
So that should be another.
So I
couple
think,
points.
So I think Derek's primary score,
Maybe he's got it written down. I just can't. I just
Yeah.
did not using the app. Really
Could
well,
be.
So.
could be. I think this. So what's showing on the screen here, this 30-point gap on for Derek. I think Derek is behind, but it's not 30 points.
No, I don't think it's 30 points. I mean, like I said, I think he's got 24 points in his last 2 turns for just holding objectives. Because right now he has 4 objectives.
Which begs the question: Is retreating and stalling? Is the margin of victory too close for that?
So at the end of that, I'll get strangle, which we
Like I
already
said, I don't know, man. I would have double this character on the bottom here. That's worth something to double move into it. I don't know, or at least trying to shoot that. I don't know.
He should be.
We'll see.
Alright.
No. All right.
Hopefully these Terminators right here.
I'll
just
score 4
pick
for,
up
or
this-
5 for Stubborn Defiance.
Correct.
And that's it for now.
So what's the total on stubborn?
Right now I'm at 10.
Yeah.
And this last turn will finish it off.
Okay.
And you should have 12 for the primary.
Yep.
And so you started on 1 objective?
So we're
right?
moving into the bottom of 4 now.
Oh, no. I control that. There's sticky objectives too.
Oh, sticky
I'm
ass, right?
thinking
Derek should be scoring 12 points right now, unless I'm missing something.
he's holding
And he only
1,
He only scored 8.
2,
3. He holds 3 objectives. That should be 12 points.
3.
And he's only
Compared
marking
to
them for 8.
Tyler's 5. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the game state is. Perhaps this was obsect.
Yeah, but then he holds the center one.
No, so I mean, this is still 18 models. Are the characters?
No,
Do
they're
the
OBSEC.
characters still get OBSEC?
Yeah, anything in a anything that's Deathwing gets OBSEC, right? Or Deathwing Terminators get OBSEC besides the Deathwing Black Knights. Everything else in his army is a Deathwing Knight or Deathwing Terminator.
Perhaps they did actually forget that he holds this one, right?
No, he said Derek pointed out that one. I don't think he's pointing out the center one. Like I said, I could be wrong.
They're missing their shield guy. What am I doing?
Shield guy died, right?
Yeah, shield guy died.
So on Tyler's top of 4, it really looks like all that he accomplished was killing the captain on bike. Right? There wasn't really any other consequential damage anywhere else, which is going to mean that the bottom of 4 now in Derek's turn, in his movement phase. This unit on the top left has started to come towards the center. His big Terminator unit is starting to come up towards the center. I suspect in any second here we'll see there should be 5 Terminators in here that will come out. Derek's getting aggressive, right? He's not that far behind, but he's a little bit behind on the score. And he's trying to figure out, right, how to prevent Tyler from scoring anything else, really, in round 5.
Just pieces.
Oh my god, I know. At least
Tyler went very conservative, right? Like, his whole army is back here. He pretty much locked himself into a 4-point primary on turn 5.
Yeah, this is. Unless he's not on the objective in the center, which might be the case.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
You know what? Let's come on this.
It's possible. It's hard.
Yeah, no problem.
It's hard to see.
Right?
Yeah.
I can go over and look, but it's possible that, right, he's on the other side of this wall. That
Yeah.
the actual.
Well, it makes it really difficult for him now if he did not get a 12 on this turn. He needed a 12.
Let me go look.
Bolt heavy, so I won't get to shoot with that. He's worth 2 points.
He's worth 2, yeah.
In advance.
It's all assault, or do you lose the heavy
I'm just
bolt?
not gonna shoot.
Okay.
All right, these guys. We'll start with these guys back here that did not move.
Okay.
Missiles.
Actually, you know what?
-1 to hit still.
I bet you that 3-man
So,
is the Deathwing
yeah.
Command Squad, which they do not get objective secured.
What? I missed that. Did you find an explanation?
So it's probably the Deathwing Command Squad that's on that center objective,
Okay.
and they do not get OBSEC.
Okay.
2.
That would explain.
This is on, sorry, what? This guy? Okay. Rockets.
Well, it would still be.
Fails what?
Well, okay. So if you combined that with like obsecking the Trigon,
Love it.
You're right.
Yeah, correct. He only helped 2.
then in.
Yep.
Okay.
I just thought for some reason, I thought every tournament that was the Deathwing
Yep.
in the first company Deathwing detachment or whatever it is, the Vanguard, they all got OBSEC.
He has a 4.
But it's only Terminator squads, Deathwing Terminator squads, Terminator squads, and Terminator
Bolters
Assault
are
squads.
already-
Relic of Terminator squads.
Everything's neat.
Right. Force.
Yeah. 6 right?
6. This one. Yeah,
0?
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, take a wound. How many wounds is he?
He's got 10 left. He's got 12
12
total.
total. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. These guys are gonna shoot him.
Okay.
It's 2 bolters.
He used the minus
They're not -1 to hit.
Correct.
minus the wound strat again, or minus strength strat again on the Maliceptor.
They are.
So
Even
I
him
mean,
over
This
here?
guy is.
there aren't a lot of uses for his CP anymore. He's not going to, he's not going to be really doing any more charging for the mortal wounds on the charge. He's not going to be in close combat much anymore to re-roll wounds. And keeping this stuff back here alive and preventing any more bring it down points. Because Derek's probably not going to max bring it down this turn, right? In order to fully max that, he's going to have to kill something back here. And in a close game, when you got CP to spare, keeping those secondaries low matters.
Yeah. Yeah, Derek is looking,
Four,
in my opinion,
and
looking
this other
pretty
unit.
good.
Yep.
That's gonna be
Oh,
more
it's
than
good.
enough as well. Gotta scooch this guy here.
Well, it's gonna hurt.
Yes, it is. Hopefully.
got a
You
hot
got that
take
4-up
from
invul, 5-up.
Ryan.
Feel no pain. Stuff.
You ready for this?
These guys over
Yeah.
There's still a chance. So we believe that
here, reroll.
it looks like the Dark Angels player should end on 83. Depending on how it goes, he needs to suicide to get one more objective to win by 2. We'll see if Ryan's correct. Ryan thinks that someone needs a suicide on the bottom right objective.
Well, so Tyler's score is a lot more predictable at this point.
Yes.
The Trigon is probably dead. This Scythe Hyrule is probably dead. So that's going to leave Tyler 4 additional points on the primary. That'll take him to 67. He's going to get no more strangleholds.
Nope.
Very unlikely he's going to get any more assassinations. And then he'll get 15 to the last. Almost assuredly. Unless...
Swarmy's your only chance of killing, because Swarmy has 2 wounds left, and if he suicides that little biker dude, he could potentially get it.
So, yeah. Yeah, yes.
Because
And
he's
that would be a
company
net 2
champion.
gain. That would be a net 2, because the biker, depending on if it's the bottom of turn, if this biker survives until bottom of 5, then it could sneak around and get Swarmy, and that would just be a pure 5-point gain.
Yeah.
But so Derek is probably going to finish somewhere. He's looking at 19 more points. He's going to finish somewhere in the realm of 82. So can Derek get himself up into the mid 80s at this point?
I think Derek is easily going to end in the mid 80s for sure.
He's at 50 right now.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it would just kill him.
He's probably...
He just killed the Trigon, so that's another 2 points.
It's fine. I'll let him die.
Okay.
Do you want to go over here?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll come in now with the chaplain.
So the Trigon's dead. I don't know why he's not pulling it.
2s. Reroll 1s.
Ooh. This is a good game. This is a really good game.
5s. Reroll it.
This is honestly a lot closer than I thought it would be, but it's nice to see that Derek chose the right secondaries, in my opinion.
So 7 invuls.
These are damage 3, right?
3 damage.
2 damage. Okay. So
So,
down to 1?
Yeah. No, it's 3 damage base.
Okay. So it takes 1.
Takes 1. All right. Okay. Here, I'll give you this guy. Keep making me think he's there.
Oh yeah, I'm just debating whether I want to fight at the end of the fight phase.
Is that the end of the fight phase,
Yeah.
or?
At the end of the, so if he hasn't fought, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
I
we'll go to this
missed.
guy.
Do you know how many
Oh, you're
wounds
seeing
are
if he's
left on
still
this
alive or not,
Hyrule?
that's what you're-
Correct, yeah.
All right.
1.
Just
1, 2,
one?
3.
One or
Second
2,
hammer's
yeah.
What's left to attack at it?
3 and
He's
Sergeant.
got 2 Terminator blocks.
Oh, okay.
He's got 1 Terminator block left.
Okay.
I think he's got 1 Terminator block left in the chaplain. The chaplain might not do much to it, but this last Terminator block should.
But I gave him the +1 to hit. And rerolling.
This guy too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 invuls.
It's just Dyson. There we go.
Oh, your dice are coming back for your saves.
All right, takes 1.
What is he down to? 9?
9.
No, he's down to
All
9.
right.
Okay, never
I
mind.
still got Chain Fist from
I
that
thought he was
one.
down to 1.
Chain Fist.
He's got 9 left.
So, if this Hyrule were to survive,
3 more invuls.
that might be the game, right?
Yes.
Because that will be 5 more.
Oh,
Your dice are coming back. All right, and then
oh, the chain fist didn't do. I think he's gonna live.
3 and 4. And these are the
Uh-oh.
other Chain Fists from the other guys.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
3
not.
or 4s. Rerolling 1s. Get a check.
There's a lot more attack here coming.
That
Oh, and he just beast mode those.
And 4s reroll.
These are 4s. Why? Oh, change base or strength 8.
Change or strength 8.
Ah. These are only damage 2, correct?
These are D3.
Still D3. So,
It's 5, 6, 7, 8.
He needs this right here. Will the 4 persist?
There we go.
okay, so 5.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
1, 2, 3,
You can just roll them all. Yeah.
8. Oh.
Wait. Why is it that many dice? It's 5 saves.
Did I roll? Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had the whole thing in my hand.
Yeah. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5,
6. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's -1 damage, so it's 6.
Oh, yeah. So
it's-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay. So 4. All right, so you got him to mid tier.
All right.
Yeah, if this thing lives,
And
it's
then,
not good.
that's it, right?
That's it. Well, until they attack.
Sure, yeah. And what do they have again?
Thunderhammers.
All right, we're going to hit those guys.
Yep.
I mean, I can't even kill one, so you know what?
I mean-
we're just going to... we're just going to try. Yeah.
Ooh, Robert won his last game.
At least you're
Excellent.
making saves.
All right.
I think
I-
the
gonna do that?
Hyrule is living.
I just don't know what to do now.
Only one CP?
Oh, do I only have one? Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't think you can.
So, do I explode? Nope.
These guys here.
He's
They're
got,
hitting on
this is
threes.
the last set of Thunderhammers right
Okay.
here.
Reroll
all right.
ones. And 4s reroll. Good thing. 3 involves.
This is big right here. I think he's got 3 wounds.
Oh!
Ooh, you got
Oh! Feel no pain.
There we go.
Oh, 1 wound.
Jesus Christ. This is going poorly.
He's got 1 left.
They're going to do their consolidate.
They
Actually, no,
roll-
it doesn't even matter if he makes
Alright.
mobs
He's
sick.
here.
I just got
'Cause
to
he's
run
only
away
one
from you
wound.
and hope that I can score points.
So he's 1
All
model.
right.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so that matters.
Literally pointless.
Okay.
Um,
I was thinking OBSEC the
you're
18
controlling 1.
would
Correct.
would
yeah,
take
but yeah,
that.
It's literally
They are
pointless.
Okay.
At this point.
correct. But that's fine.
It's actually maybe it's even well Derek didn't surround it. I guess it could fall back, but it's actually maybe beneficial.
It cannot
so
fall back
you
because
can
it's at the
see where
5-inch
everyone's at.
base.
Yeah.
and it's past the 50% line.
Because it'll
with the
determine whether
chaplain
I
and
use
the
them or not,
Okay.
right? So,
on the top.
So,
Yeah.
So right
actually
now
maybe
we're-
that's somewhat
at the
beneficial because
moment you
none of
have
these guys
10
can
to
get
the last,
shot,
correct?
And I took that
Correct.
from
and then
you.
the next turn they're going to kill,
So I'm gonna get-
consolidate,
and I killed
and
Silken
actually
on, so I'm
put
gonna
Derek
pull
in
3 for that
position
second
to
Sure.
to charge
right
all
there.
of this
To the
next turn.
last.
Yeah. So
To
actually,
the
so
last. Right now I have 15.
I misunderstood the wounds counting rule. That
Yeah.
might have actually been in Derek's favor.
It's actually huge in Derek's favor. You're just not going
So
to
you
get
have,
shot
you
now.
have bottom of turn, so you could get 12 more. You currently control both of these, all of them.
I
So
will
you-
get 12.
So you can't get the extra points anymore if I don't take it back.
If I kill him, I'll get an extra point.
You'll get 1 more, sure.
Yeah, I'll
So
get
you
2.
can get 13 more max.
Now, he
If I
can
don't
still
even attempt
suicide with the
to-
Maliceptor, make it OBSEC,
So
and take the bottom right objective.
Correct. So that would put me at 73.
That won't do him any good on the primary score though, because the primary is going to be scored in the command phase.
But he'll take an objective away that his opponent had. So it'll give him 2 points.
Okay, so
But does that even matter? Because then you're giving up 3
That puts me at
points.
77.
Because then the Maliceptor potentially dies.
you would get an additional 2. The Maliceptor is only worth 2 for bring it down.
If I can assassinate.
So that's a wash. But what it would do is it would force something to get dedicated towards the Maliceptor instead of more stuff continuing to drive up here, right? Because there are Terminators here that are going to, bottom of 5, abandon and drive up this way.
Yeah,
This-
Swarmy's dead this next round.
Yeah.
Swarmy can't hide again.
There's just not much room left back here for Tyler to retreat any farther. And so I think we're going to see the bottom of 5. Derek's going to get a big primary score and kill more bugs for Bring It Down.
Yep.
Oh, because they're split.
Anyway, heading in, I think they're talking through kind of movement on the top here of turn 5.
Captain guy or whatever.
Terminator's been champion, yep.
Captain. So if I just make it,
I for sure think Swarmy dies though.
Yeah, I'm in combat.
There's no way that I send this wherever he goes, this Talon Master goes, and I shoot 18 shots, and I hope I do 2
are
wounds
they
to it.
outside?
Yes.
So if the Swarmy can still double move himself, if he gets back behind here, he will benefit from obscuring on this piece of terrain.
So I think I made
Um,
one
The
of the
thing
higher
moves
nodes outside.
18.
I'll make this
I
guy
don't know
outside.
that he gets angles. I don't know 18 inches get you here. I don't know that he has angles to get around the terrain.
But in my opinion,
Swarmy's
if he doesn't swarm or move, yeah, I mean, Swarmy
And then
for sure
basically-
dies here.
He does fight first in combat.
Well, in order to get to the one safe spot that I think he has right
So, but if
up
I charge
here,
you, it's still-
in order to get there, he has to do so much like Jenga and movement shenanigans with barbed hire duels to make that possible. I don't know that it's actually a practical place to put Swarmy.
I think what
Yeah.
Swarmy does is charges
We're gonna do it.
the dude right in front of him. If you can charge through the wall.
Which
So
one?
Swarmy can't charge through the walls. This
Oh, it looks like
bike is close enough to probably engage through the wall, but the Terminators are not.
5 wounds.
Yeah, I don't care about. I'm going for the character since that character's worth 3 points. Since I took assassination for some reason, I think assassination was a good call because the dude had
All right.
a bunch of characters, but he didn't end up using his characters that much.
Well, they're all inside a giant block of
Correct.
35 Terminators.
-2.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just shooting you anyways. It doesn't matter. Let's do that.
There you go.
And then, God, I don't want to give Swarmy up. But he's like pretty good psychic.
He's dead either way, man. Just use him.
I mean, at this point, how many wounds has this guy got?
5.
It's 5.
It does look like Swarmy's short enough to go right in there though,
Okay.
Right in where?
into that ruin right in front of him.
He can get deep into it. He can't. I'm looking at it right now.
Actually, we'll keep
I
him.
think the very tip of his, the spiky thing on his head, I think might stop him.
Oh, sure.
So that floor is 4 inches up. The first floor on the ruin.
So let's see here. Derek should
He's not
get
gonna be able to
2
save it.
points. As soon as he kills
Probably
his
not
higher
gonna
duel,
work.
he'll get 2 points for killing something that was on
So,
for the primary.
And you made him opposite.
I just said one of them, but
It's gonna be a
That's
big.
sweet.
It's gonna be a big turn for
I mean,
Eric.
I just said one of them. But yeah. I'm not going to be able to shoot
It doesn't
you.
matter. You don't do it right now. Anyway.
Yeah.
Or-
Looks like they've updated the score,
So-
and it's
It's fine, it's
close to being accurate at this point.
Because you score at
I-
the end
what's
of your...
I
still
swear at the end of
somewhat.
So...
What's still somewhat misleading is the bring it down
You shoot me with
is about to get a lot higher. The Scythe Tyro Duel is gonna die.
Yeah, and it should be at 8 anyways right now.
So this guy...
'Cause of the
I think
Trigon
he's
that
a little
died.
bit farther.
Yes, that's correct. It should be at 8. It's about to go to 11.
Put this guy back.
And then he brought the Maliceptor, Tyler brought the Maliceptor down, I think, to try and smite the character. So that'll be 2 more, so 13. And as
Yep.
you were saying, it's very likely that the Talon pops up on a building and shoots Swarmlord for maybe even a max bring it down.
Yes, like I said, that my whole investment with the Talon Master is just to go after him. And if he doesn't engage the Terminators, I shoot everything at the Terminators at him, because he's worth, and he'll give 2 bring it down points
Screw it. Scroll all the way back.
if you kill him. It's a 7-point
He
swing
took
if you
minus
kill
2,
him.
so that's nice. So about 2, 11,
I'm not
12.
making that charge.
So 13 plus 2.
I'm not making that charge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. And
Why do you measure around the building? You just go through the building.
okay, so
With the Malanthrope.
let
Well,
us
he was measuring the charge distance from
do
swarming
some
to this.
psycho. Ick.
to those Terminators.
Swarmy cannot move through
Start
the
with
walls.
this
Yeah, but
row.
he was moving. So
You're
he
dead.
was trying to move so the Terminators couldn't potentially.
We'll
reach him.
Oh, okay.
cast 4 pinball spell.
Good. Good. Who's casting it? Oh, Stormwind? Yeah, sure.
Yes. Actually, he already has a 4-up pinball.
And then we'll do the a smite, I guess. Why not?
Oh, he's gonna die right here.
Oh no.
He's gonna die right here. Don't even have to shoot
Holy
him.
shit. Oh, I gotta stop. I have
Oh,
a
it's
potty
so
mouth.
bad if he has to.
Oh,
waste
that's
his
terrible.
Yeah. Well, to myself,
Dead.
Do
that's fucking
That
stupid.
was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to you, 6.
Did he just explode too?
All right. And then
Oh, he
Catalyst
should explode.
Yeah.
should have done it in that
Yeah,
order,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's fine.
Oh, yeah, what's he's doing now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what unluckiness.
And then smite on that guy.
Okay.
That's another super. Let's just kill him right now. There we go. Tip for
But
tat.
Swarmlord's dead, right?
So,
much
so
death.
they actually just played that wrong. So they
And
did the
then,
super smite off of that.
I think that
the power
cost you
does
the game,
not
actually.
go. Hey, Eric.
I don't think so.
Eric.
We just lost 5, and then I gained 2.
Sure.
7 points ring. You sure?
Yeah, no, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, it's close either way. But I think that really hurt.
They cast.
So,
they solved the smite after died
shooting.
from terror.
These guys will shoot the
Power
jabronis.
doesn't go off. Die.
Yep.
You're the judge. You should hurry and tell them.
He doesn't get 2 Terminators back from that because he rolled a 6 for damage.
No, didn't it kill one of the? Didn't it kill the character up here?
The character was dead because the Maliceptor killed him. He
Oh,
rolled a big
okay.
swing on the other.
Okay, I missed that.
Killed 2 Terminators with the smite.
I missed that, and maybe I just misinterpreted these.
So,
Yeah.
so I had to
Or
debate
maybe it was
rerolling
just
that.
1 Terminator, but yeah, he killed the Terminators with a big smite.
Okay. So
Well,
then,
that
honestly,
sucks.
that's not impact. Like
guess I'll
those 2
just spend the
Terminators
CP
are
then.
probably not going to impact the game anymore.
That's a rough one.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
alright.
maybe because now you get more swings against the fucking Maliceptor.
All right, so
I got one more.
Yeah,
Just the
but
regular one,
I
right?
possibly.
So 3.
Alright, the one guy.
And then so that's all my C.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's some unfortunate
It
luck,
looks like
man.
Tyler's going to finish at
left?
85.
I did not know that.
I
That's
don't.
interesting.
His
Oh,
Well,
turn.
he's minus 5 points for to the last now.
I guess flame.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I'm not killing these guys. I'll just
So
try this
that's
Go for it.
But then he's plus 3 points for assassination that he didn't
Okay,
score.
alright.
so that's a net loss of 2. So he'll be.
15.
It looks like he's going to be probably around 80. I don't see anything else that he's doing on his turn that's really that
He's
consequential.
got 3-up armor.
You got 3 up armor.
Barb, yeah.
Is he transient?
He is Henry.
Okay.
Don't tell me he's losing.
6, 79.
This could definitely do it.
Yeah, he's good.
He's dead. All right.
Huh? He's dead?
Yeah, it's
Is it minus?
-2.
Oh, it's minus 2. I got
Yeah.
4 up.
Yeah, so you failed 2, 3, 4. It was like 6.
At a 9, I failed 4?
No, it was more than 4. It was like 6 or 7.
No, it's still 5. Yep.
Yeah.
That'll get some. That'll get him. That was terrible. I don't got a CP.
All right. And then this
Oh,
guy.
I picked up another assassinate
We
point.
already did that. Oh, you started shooting.
No,
So it's
I did
9 for
because he came over and
assassination.
interrupted
Wow,
me.
he picked up
Okay,
way
all
more
right,
than I
we're good.
thought.
Yeah, we're good. You started to, but then we didn't.
Yeah. All right. 3s. And 4s. Yeah, that's right. 4s. Nope. So just 3.
Minus
Just 2.
1.
Okay. All right. All right. So we'll do charges, just the 1.
Go for it.
Do I charge? Because I was saving the CP to do the 6 mortals. So
I know. You should have rerolled that anyway. There's no way you should let that go.
what's they are offset, correct?
They are upset.
And they have the Thunder Hammers.
Yep. 1 Chain Fist, 3 Thunder Hammers. So,
This guy's gonna die.
I wonder if he's
Okay,
going
so
to charge
let's
in with his
score update.
Maleceptor.
okay.
This should be on my turn.
So you're at 40 for primary, right?
Sorry, what's that?
Are you at 40 for primary? Or are you at-
It
I'm
well,
Oh, okay. Well, that matters, right?
should be at 42.
so it would slow down these Terminators, right?
And then
The Maleceptor's not good
It
in
would
hand
give
to
him
hand.
2. It would give him 2 points.
yes.
You did just get
No,
4 for
wait, because it's
Assassinate,
not, it's
though,
not
so that gets
obsec. You
7.
can't make an obsec and do the breaking through.
Yep. And then to the last, as long as these don't die.
As long as you
Well, the OBSEC thing's gone already. It happened in the command phase. So what did he? So did he declare, or what did he declare as OBSEC?
So
I don't know
it's
what he
supposed to be
used his
like
last
84.
CP on, but
If the Maleceptor comes down now, it prevents the Terminators from going up. But the Terminators, they're gonna run now that Swarmlord's dead.
Because it's
yeah, it's
42.
pointless.
They're not gonna kill this Hierodule with all the buffs.
All he
And
wants to do is try to advance one of these Terminator units onto his home objective.
Yes. Yeah.
The mid, take 2, score is 12.
Out of my way off. How does that work?
well, so I think that's possible. So I think that is possible with these Terminators here. If this Hierodule dies and he consolidates, you know, a clever 3 like right there to make sure that he's closer,
Last right now.
then another 5, and then probably an advance.
That's going to go up.
I would think would get them up onto the
You only need to get, you only
objective.
need to get 1 of them on there. Those are
Anyways,
obsec.
I hope that I can tank it,
Okay.
because if you don't, you'll just come in and charge this guy probably
Yeah.
through the
Pointless to
wall.
charge
So we'll just do it.
Go for it.
So
Yeah,
he's good.
sure.
So he's gonna go all the way over here.
Doing it.
Sure.
And then I might regret this, but who knows?
Yeah. So I'm at, what do you got me at right now?
69. So yeah,
But that's not, doesn't have my next score in.
correct. Yeah. So that's the only charge, right? So
But yeah, just make sure his to the last is at 10, and his
Strength 7, so I
assassination
still
needs
force.
to be at 9 because he's killed
All right.
3 characters.
I can't wound anything. All right.
All right. I'm
So
going
do you want to go back towards me?
I'm going to come over here first.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. You want to do that?
You
So
know,
we're gonna
Scott, he
put,
might be doing that for
Sounds good.
Stranglehold. Has he gotten 3 Strangleholds?
He's not obsec. It doesn't matter.
So I'm hitting
He's
on
gotten,
2 or
according to
3s.
him, he's gotten 5 strangleholds.
He's got the Thunder Hammers, wounding on
According to
4,
him,
so
which
rolling.
he didn't
That's
get
these
last
guys, right?
turn for
Yeah,
this turn for sure. So it should
3
be at
involves.
12.
Three involves. Boom,
The
let's just
stranglehold
make
should
it.
be at 12,
close.
and his to the last should be at 10.
Explode. Nope.
It should be minus
That'll be 3 more.
8 points right now.
All right. No, come on. Yeah, I got it. Come in.
But again, the app could be just messing up or something like that. You guys have had problems
those
with it all
points.
weekend.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, the app is normally
So 1, 3,
tried and true
4,
for
5,
us.
6.
I don't know
Here's the Thunder Hammer.
what
6 on
exactly the
3s.
issue is. Need to do some testing and see if it's user error or if there actually are bugs that we
Hit
should
on 3s or 4s?
send on to have fixed.
Okay.
Because you charged me. I didn't move during your turn.
Oh, okay.
Winning on 4s or rolling? Ugh.
So you might live. So
4.
4?
Well, I got the chain fist still.
Oh, that's right.
So 4.
Yep. So he fails 3, so take 6.
6. Putting him at 4.
Yes, correct.
Chain fist. I only got 1 chain fist left. 3s. And force. 2 intervals.
2 intervals. Boom. Got it.
Oh, made them both.
Stick them.
All right. So you will die next time. All right, my go. Consolidates.
Yeah, oh, make sure you're closer to this guy or this guy. Check
So
that.
either one of those two.
Well, I'm saying if it's closer, you have to go this way. That's what I'm saying. So
He doesn't have to go that way. This
So he's 18.
18 and a half
And
about.
he's less. Okay.
Okay.
So I have to end closer to him. So I can just go like this and then closer.
Yep.
yes.
Sounds good.
Same. Those guys are basically out of the game.
All right, so it looks like the top of 5 is ending down, and we're gonna move into the bottom of 5 with Derek. That was actually like an action-packed turn, right? So Tyler broke out a little bit, started being a little aggressive and kind of trying to counterplay Derek. The Maliceptor came down, smited out the bike character, and then assaulted to get onto the objective. Swarmlord tried to smite and ended up killing himself, which is actually a 7-point swing in the mission. That was quite unfortunate. It also leaves resources that would have been dedicated to going and getting Swarmlord next turn. It leaves them free to do other things for Derek. And then, of course, this Scythed Hierodule here did finally die, and it freed up all these characters and Derek's big Terminator block to do things on the bottom of 5. So the score is a little bit off. Tyler doesn't have quite 89. By our count, he should be down closer to
81.
Yeah, 81. And Derek, it looks like maybe after the primary, his score looks correct to me. And
Yes.
it might be that Derek has already locked it in before he even does anything on this turn. But he
he doesn't need to do anything. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely fine. So he could kill the Maliceptor for extra easy points. He could try and move up here to claim all the objectives. And then killing the Maliceptor combined with that would get him 3 points for the direct assault portion of the primary. And max out his primary score doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, Derek should be at 11. He should actually be at 87, right? Because 3 more points for Bring It Down.
So he's killed 3 Hierodules. That's 9.
Plus the Trigon.
Plus
and
the Trigon
Swarm.
plus Swarmlord. So 4. He should be at 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think correcting the scores, Derek's actually already got it locked up just going into the bottom of 5.
Yeah.
That's 3 for turn 2.
Derek
Wait.
literally doesn't have to move a model or kill anything else. I would try to kill the I would focus on killing the Maliceptor to guarantee myself 3 more points or 2 more points to max Bring It Down, and then you pretty much should be at, what is it? He's going to miss 4 points there and 5 points there. So
Yeah.
he should be at 91 to, what is it, 81?
But I took it from you.
82?
Yeah,
83?
I'm not sure. The players are having some discussion right now about the correct score. I think they're discussing some of the direct assault points and maybe even some of the strangleholds. But what is for sure is that Tyler needs to go down 5 to the last, and Derek needs to go up for 13 on Bring It Down.
Well, he needs to go down 3 for Stranglehold and down 5 for To the Last.
So I think they're discussing the Stranglehold points, but even just maybe we missed something. Take Stranglehold as given that Tyler got 15.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Derek
it still shouldn't matter.
Yeah, Derek's going to end up winning once Bring It Down here gets corrected in the score.
So what are we at right now? I got you
Bring It
by
Down
1.
should be at 13. Bring It Down should be at 13.
Okay. And I still got a turn to go.
Yeah, but I also feel
Yeah, Tyler's not correcting his score. I think he doesn't even realize that he didn't get Stranglehold or he's missing 5 points for To the Last.
Correct. Yeah. He's not. He just hasn't factored in Swarmlord dying. So To the Last goes down and Bring It Down goes back up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then,
Yep.
And then-
And then his Stranglehold should go down.
Because I wouldn't upset. You were out upsetting me, and you didn't kill anything off of an objective.
Which will matter for, could potentially matter for tiebreakers in some of the awards. So we'll make sure that gets corrected before the game's over.
so turn 1.
Man, this is a great game, though. I mean, they both played it, I think, the way they should have.
You were on here turn 1.
Yeah, and people don't like Crusher Stampede, and I understand why, but it is like, doesn't shoot you off the board, and the toughness 8 stuff is hard to kill, but it's not, I feel like it's not as hard to kill as Custodes in some instances. You don't have like every defensive strat in the world to make things just like, there's 0 chance that you're ever going to kill this unit. So I was happy to see these on one of our top tables. We do have another table of undefeated players, and Derek here is winning this game large enough, with a large enough score, that it's very likely he's going to end up winning the tournament off of this. But we'll have to see how the results come in from the other game as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're still playing right now.
Okay. Nothing else really matters, so shooting. Everything in a Swarmlord. Choose.
So Swarmlord's alive?
And
I missed that.
Am I minus? He's not minus anymore.
Well, let
right?
me go look.
It's still 5s.
That would make a difference.
And assault cannon.
Who died then when they perils?
Nobody. He just, I guess he used.
Well, they put the
I guess he
Terminators
rolled
back.
the damage to see how much damage he was taking, and I guess he used his CP to re-roll.
You can't re-roll that roll.
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. This is
5 still.
more confusing now because Swarmlord shouldn't be alive. He was at 2 wounds when he moved back there, and
4.
perils on
-1.
and died on 2.
-1.
So
Go. Well, he'll live. So I just
Unless-
gotta kill this guy then. All right, assault. They're gonna assault in there.
yeah, I don't understand.
5. That'll get me there probably. 5 is what I needed.
Unless he re-rolled the psychic test.
5 puts
And
me
he let him
within
go
the
back
inch.
to the psychic test, to re-rolling the psychic test.
All right, activate. Port.
I don't
And
I
they will
don't
spend
know.
low
That would be
CP
weird.
For Fury of the First, +1 to hit.
It just seems weird. Did you roll the damage and
3s.
then
Oh.
go back?
So they must have agreed because it looks
And
like the
4
Talon
to reroll,
Master
or
popped
3
up on the
to reroll.
building,
Is he not
presumably to
DA,
take
right?
shots at Swarmlord. So I maybe
1, 2, 3,
missed
4, 6, 7, 8
missed
in
what happened
rolls.
there.
Ooh.
All right, so it looks like he still dies. Maybe not. He does blow
Oh, it
up.
does blow up? Yeah, it doesn't matter. But that will give me actually another 2 for killing you off an objective. On primary. 24. Oh, I was only at 42, wasn't I? Or 43? So that would have given me 45 on max. Okay. Oh, you got me a max? Okay. 9190? I don't think so. You did not. That is the only full unit you killed besides characters who were not on it. Yep.
Terry was not on it.
He was not, and the chaplain was not. Because you were on. Oh, I'm surprised at that. Your rolls, though, were terrible. Terrible.
I'm gonna go ask a couple
Oh,
of questions
yeah, it was
as they
my
finalize the
transhuman
score.
worked for
Derek
once.
should be at
I mean,
like
well, your bad
13.
rolling worked against. You didn't even roll
Be at
half.
what?
You didn't even roll half.
Should be at 13,
Yeah.
bring it down. Everything else on Derek's score is right.
All right. So it's very likely
You have
here.
to get through-
Derek's
you have
ahead
to roll at
already.
least
Before we make any
50%
corrections,
to
we're
get
just
through
gonna
all
go
my
double
crap.
check a couple of things.
Yeah, what a great game, though, man. What a bloodbath.
We're done. Yep. 9190. Yep.
One more alive?
Yeah. I could. His run around and shoot, and I couldn't do it.
What perils over here?
So Swarmlord perilled with 2 wounds left. He rolled the damage and took 2. So then, and then he did. It was a super smite.
Assuming it was just going to go off. Because it was just,
Yeah. So he was gonna let it. So he was gonna let it go off.
because I call it. Oh, okay.
So because of that, we brought him back.
Okay.
Because, well, we were doing it all game. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Scores in? Get the app.
Isn't that?
Go over top for a second.
I guess.
Leave your mic on. If you try left the password drop. So, on. Right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Hold on just a second here. Scotty, you still with us?
I am.
We're gonna go. Well, hello everyone. Oh, let me fix
My
this.
face again.
Yeesh.
My wife's gonna take a picture again.
All right. Well, the green screen's cutting you off, Derek.
Uh-oh.
Here.
That look good.
Let's move. Let's move. We'll get
You wanna
close.
get close?
We'll get intimate. All right. So, what a nail biter of a game. We can hear you. We can hear you in the. What do you think?
I'm surprised. Truthfully, I took that. He had some really bad rolls come up that just kept wounding me. Like when he just wasn't getting through my transhuman. But he wasn't even good. Like he said, he was at like 10%. When it came to the actual melee, which is what actually kills me with his army. So that was huge. I had a couple good saves as well. But yeah, that just pushing in the middle. The secondary really helped out for me because it's the one where you take an objective or you kill a unit off an objective. So turn 2, I was able to take an objective, so I got 2 points on that. And then I charged in and killed one of the guys off, which is an extra point for me with the knight. So I got that big charge off and was able to kill that big guy. So that got me 3 points. And then when he charged in with all the big guys, all I had to do was kill one a turn to get an extra 3 points essentially a game. Because then I moved on to another objective, so that got me those extra 3. So that's what really even kept me in it, because he had pinned me back so hard. I think I only got 12 on the last turn that I went last. That and my units basically being alive. He only killed off 1 unit and the 2 characters, which when I charged in that chaplain, I knew it was a mistake. But I did it anyway.
So this would have been round 2 somewhere. You charged the chaplain through the gate. Is that what you mean?
Round 2, I charged the knight squad into the guy holding that main objective. And that got me that objective, which got me that 3rd point. He came in with all his stuff, brought me down to one guy. My apothecary ran over, brought 1 back. He was able to kill him off again, and of course, because I'm a terrible player, I forgot the apothecary's right there. My film pants.
Yeah, we were curious about that.
Yeah, I'm dumb. And I rolled it out just on the side, and I was like, because just 1 6 out of each 3 saves a guy.
Yep.
And yeah, I rolled it out, and I would have said 1 guy left. So once those went, I was like, oh, there goes the apothecary. But then still, he had kind of lost the center board on that. Swarmlord got wrecked by my missiles, and the guy shooting at him a lot.
So the turn that you fired most of the shots at Swarmlord.
Yeah.
That was the turn where you had a single Death Knight in combat with 2 of the Hierodules.
Yeah.
We were watching it, and we were thinking the plan would be to fall that Death Knight back and shoot off the one Hierodule that was really wounded, so that way there was no chance of them fighting on death. Obviously.
I mean, smart plays are cool too.
Well, so we're just. What is there a reason you did what you did?
Well, first off, I have to make a leadership to fall back. I can't just fall back.
Okay.
Second, was apothecary there. I was hoping to bring in that extra guy and live through the attacks essentially to fight back. And I would have had I remembered my field of pain. But that's what happened with that.
Gotcha.
So I mean, they did kill the one with the attack.
Yeah.
So they ended up killing him anyway, but then the other one still got all the attacks.
Yeah,
that would have been a smarter play to fall back. And I had that also too. That was a turn I charged in the. I think that was the turn I charged in the bodyguard. Had I consolidated better with the bodyguard, they wouldn't have been able to shoot at the apothecary.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that was totally on me too. Yeah, I saw it after, and I was like, oh, he's like 4 inches away from the bodyguard. So.
One other situation that we didn't understand watching the game. We just explained it, or you and Tyler explained it to me. Mm-hmm. So we were watching, and I think we let out an audible gasp when Swarmlord in the final turn perils to kill himself.
Yeah.
And then we didn't realize what happened. All we saw was like 5 minutes later, Swarmlord's still on the table. So it was a very sportsmanlike moment. What actually happened?
Well, I mean, we let a couple things go. I made a bunch of mistakes. He made a couple of them. So we were doing it back. But so basically, Swarmlord peril. I didn't even realize the peril part of it. I was like, oh man, he got those 12. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a bunch of wounds. And I was like, oh wait, who's perilous? And then he rolled it and he took 2 wounds. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it because he wanted to kill the Terminator. Because if he puts 6, which he did, put 6 wounds on the Terminator with it. That's one of my 2 to last. That would cost me 2 points. Yeah. Because that's half one of my 2 to last. And then because he wanted to charge in with the thing, that was his goal. But then when Eric came and said the power doesn't go off if you die from the perils.
Correct.
So we didn't realize that. So he's like, I would have re-rolled it. I was like, yeah, just re-roll it. That's fine. Whatever. So,
Makes sense. We had he not re-rolled that, we're discussing and keeping track of the score, and that would have been game, right?
Yeah,
that was a 7-point swing.
I told him that, and he's like, no, he didn't realize, and that's what we were talking about at the end when it started my turn. He didn't realize that I had gotten like 11 bonus points from the secondaries.
Yeah.
So, or the mission secondaries. So that's what he's like, how'd you get? I was like, and I had to go over each one. So. But yeah, it was, like I said, I'm surprised I pulled that out. And even then, it came down to me having to kill that last guy, which he had like 2 wounds left or something, and I got 2 Terminators on it. But I was really surprised Swarmlord didn't die at that much. That's what happened to me at the GT last weekend in Irvine. I was shooting at 2 a new Gene Stealer with the 4-up invul, and I couldn't kill him off an objective to 5 points. I lost by 1.
Yeah, that stinks.
It happens. It happens. But yeah, it was. Whew, I'm sweating.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts or anything that you want to say about the game?
Oh, it was a great game. Like I said, we were both very, we made some mistakes, but we both let everyone be cool with it, and a couple little takings, and so that was cool, very gentlemanly, and it was a fun game, very nail-biter.
Yeah, I agree. It was a blast to watch. Happy to not see Tower Custodes on the top table. So we do still have one other, we'll still have one other undefeated. So it's not.
Get point-wise.
Yeah. So
we got pretty high though. 91.
You are messing up our awards though, Derek. So we have an award for best overall. We have an award for best painted army, best painted model, and best painted display. And Derek is in the running for all 4 of them. So thanks.
I always come for paint.
Yeah.
So because I'm pretty good. This is the best I've ever done at an event. So
you're on the championship wall over there.
God, you see that year?
It was a while ago. Yeah, it's been a while.
7 years ago. But yeah, I'm as surprised as you to be here. So I'm that guy that if I made it at top 8 at LVO, everyone.
Well, we know you. We love you, Derek.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, man.
It was a great game to watch.
Awesome event. This was a blast. The venue was great. The terrain is amazing. You put so much work into that. It was awesome.
I appreciate it.
High end.
Appreciate it very much. Everybody watching and you hear that, make sure to arrange your travel schedule to make it to Scorched Open 2023. It was a pretty good weekend.
Maybe
So,
my team that's a 5-hour drive away and should be here.
yeah, if you're within driving distance, we've made it pretty cool. It's honestly worth coming to.
Awesome.
All right, thank you, Derek. For everybody watching, we do have one more thing. If you're interested, we are going to stream the awards ceremony, which will be happening in about half an hour. You can figure out who actually won the tournament and see a little bit of praise for the awesome hobbyists and players here this weekend. If you're watching on the replay, that video will come right after this one in the playlist. If you like what we're doing, we're trying to get better at it all the time, but if you want to help us, what you can do is just like, subscribe, comment. That's really what we need and the best way you can support the channel and the club. Otherwise, Scotty, are you still with us?
I am.
Well, Scotty, I love you, buddy. I'm so happy to see you in 2 weeks at Adepticon.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait.
Pump.
Thank you for being with us.
Shots ready.
You have the what?
The honey shots ready.
Yeah, I didn't drink it all this weekend. I need to fix that in 2 weeks. So
We'll fix it.
all right. Well, that's all I've got for everybody. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.